And we're live.
I almost just want to do that. Fuck it. And we're live. Fucking run it. That's
What's going on, everybody?
That's what we're going with. Welcome back to.
God bless.
Welcome back to TurboMagnum Gaming and all of its infinite shitty glory. Here we are. And here you are. Welcome back, listeners. Thanks for coming. Who we got?
Today we have Mike.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
And
today we also have Ivan.
Wow.
You want to introduce yourself? Or do you want us to introduce
I'd rather not.
This is
Look like the Unabomber.
the
Right
Unabomber.
now?
We don't talk about bombings now.
Whoa.
It's not the day and age.
Whoa. Triggered.
Taylor.
What?
He's on the helm today.
The helm.
Yep. We fired Cody.
Yeah, he's gone. He's out.
We fired him because he's a ginger, and we have a thing about gingers. We don't fucking like him.
Yeah.
And Ivan doesn't count as a
fuck
ginger. He's just a half a ginger.
Yeah.
No.
Check it.
Cody's Cody's working his butt off right now at work, so we had to get a fill in, and we got our friend Taylor to come in, and he come off the bench, and he's here to knock it out of the park for us. Don't fail us.
I mean,
All right.
I'm already anxious. So.
Don't fail us. So.
You want to start us off with the stories, or you want someone else to do it?
Y'all.
What do you want to do, bud?
Y'all can go.
Well, the biggest thing
This
is
is your time to shine.
This is Turbo.
This is you.
And this is Magnum.
And
What
this is
I'm
scared and afraid and tired.
I'm tired
Taylor's
and
a
I'm
little
scared.
worried. Taylor's a little worried, but it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's just
No, it's all good.
You're just doing your thing. Anyway, let's real quick run our weeks down. Not video games yet, but just
How did y'all's week go?
The same as usual.
Taylor slept.
I slept and I was scared.
a phenomenon happened all last week
Oh yeah.
that had everything to do with y'all and not me.
What
Y'all all had birthdays.
Birthdays.
I was
days
like, yeah.
apart.
What happened
days.
last week?
Hell,
Did anything
important
did
happen?
anything
I don't know.
special happen?
Every single one of you motherfuckers had a birthday.
It was only 24 rotations around the sun. It's no big deal.
Cody, our other co-host, his birthday was Saturday.
Yes.
I'm gonna fuck this up. Yours was
I think Friday.
Friday.
Yes.
Yours was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And then another friend of ours, Aaron.
Aaron
Taylor's
was
Thursday.
Oh
Thursday.
shit! I don't know my own
Okay.
birthday.
the 5th was Aaron's,
Yeah, I mean,
which
you know.
was
Yes.
today.
Today. Oh
Today.
my God.
Happy birthday, Aaron.
Happy
Aaron, if
birthday.
you're listening, as of 8/5/19, happy birthday, bud. Thanks for your support. He's a friend of the show and a friend of us.
We put him on the other side of our heart.
On the other side. That's like the most I kind of care about you, but I'm gonna move you over
He's
a little
sitting in the
bit.
passenger side of the aorta. It's
So-
fine.
So yeah, so y'all had birthdays. Did y'all do anything crazy? You did something.
I did
that
some
I
fun
forgot
things.
to bring up last time on the episode because I did
Yes.
it too.
Yes.
Ivan.
We have a retro arcade place down in
Sherwood.
Sherwood,
My neck of the woods, right?
in mainly Central Arkansas, pretty much, I would say. And it is just the most nostalgic retro arcade place you can go to.
It's amazing.
Yes, like you walked in, you're like,
It's slam packed.
I'm at Grandma's house again.
Yeah, I went there a couple weeks ago with a lady friend of mine, and I went to the original place years ago, which was further down in the it was right next to Kapow. In the center section. It used to be like a movie, like a rental place. And it was even cool back then, but they didn't have, I don't remember how many arcades they had or machines they had, but they had a few pinball machines and a few arcade machines and had like a foosball table. But it was still to me, it was awesome. You know what I mean?
You know, when you just said Kapow, I thought, is there a Chinese restaurant right there?
Ivan.
No, there's not a Chinese Kapow comic book store. All right, Kapow comic book
I thought
store.
it was cool then, and I know they moved, and I didn't check them out, and I just had the thought the other day, I was like, we can go check that out, it'd be a fun little date or whatever. And I walked in, and it was just like, holy fuck. They had 3 times as many arcade machines. They probably had well over 100 cabinets in there, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Easily over 100
and
cabinets.
then they also have I want to say about 8 TVs.
Yep.
With the
Yeah.
64, Super Nintendo.
Yeah, they
just
have like
all the old school.
Yeah, on one whole wall they have nothing but like the old style TVs, and I'll fuck up
with
what they're
couches
called.
to sit on. And
Yeah,
everything
but
else.
like with couches and beanbags, and then you can play anything from like Genesis and Super NES and Nintendo 64 down. All retro. Keep in mind, they don't have that. I didn't see no Xboxes in there or PlayStations. in
No,
there,
it's
like that.
all-
It's all retro.
It's like
You know.
based on a time frame, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And it's so. I mean, they had everything decorated from head to toe in a
It-
pretty big area.
To be honest with you, I kept my time on the pinball machines. The
I did
pinball
too.
machines were the best thing in that building.
I did too. Like I played a bunch of like they had a few what is it like Time Crisis and stuff like that. Old cool arcades. They had like all your old like Tetris. I love a good upright Tetris machine. But they had those pinball machines were the coolest, man.
Yeah.
That Jurassic Park pinball machine, so
Where the fucking
cool.
T-Rex come down, picks up the ball,
Picks
and
the
then
ball
spits
up,
it out.
awesome. But anyway, if you are anywhere in Arkansas, you got to make your way down there. It's worth it. The memorabilia alone that they had up on the walls
Incredible.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had fucking like an entire cabinet donated to Princess Bride memorabilia from the movie Princess Bride, and I was like,
Yeah, and
this.
in the back they had the Goonies.
yeah,
Yep.
The Goonies, yeah.
And 90% of it's all autographed and signed.
Yes.
yeah,
And genuine.
and it's just like it's
They
an incredible.
They
place.
also go to the Arkansas Comic Con here, and they give away a arcade machine, either a pinball machine or an arcade machine
That's
every year.
awesome.
So
I mean, honestly, like I love video games and all that, but like
there's something about an arcade, like
a pinball.
Yeah.
There's something about a pinball machine. Like I'd love to have a ton of pinball machines, but those are not cheap.
No.
They're not cheap. I know some of those upright cabinets can cost you a few grand, But
And in case you're wondering what the name is, it's Vortex Arcade in Sherwood, Arkansas.
Okay, because it used to be called something else.
280 or like,
R82 Retrocade.
yeah.
I think it's Vortex now. I just did a Google search.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Yeah, I was thinking like we're not naming this fucking
Yeah.
place, but like we're telling people to go here, but we
Go here.
Yeah, I mean,
We have-
unnamed. You'll
I'm
figure it
plugging
out.
them, and I even told I said it might be a good idea to maybe us go there and do like a short like video vlog for YouTube,
Right. Yeah.
just to kind of like see us playing some games and just kind of almost to check it out. It's just incredible. It's like something that you wouldn't expect to find in the middle of Arkansas,
Yeah.
Right.
but it is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So yeah. That was pretty cool. I mean, you said you did that on your birthday, and that made me think like, yeah, I went there a few weeks ago too, and I was kind of blown away. So, but I didn't really do much the last couple weeks. I just been playing video games, working, and watching TV and stuff like that. So, my week's been very uneventful. Nothing really crazy.
Same,
But
pretty much.
so I guess since we don't have much to talk about there,
What'd y'all play? Y'all play any different games?
we can say that for video game news or the video game segment.
I'll just bring it into everyday life.
Yeah, I actually played one game pretty much all week. That's what I did. I mean, I've been stuck on one video game, so that's what I've been playing all week on this PC, and we might actually do a video on it.
Have y'all
when we're done.
have we posted the Enter the Gungeon video yet?
No, we haven't posted that video yet on our YouTube because last episode, Ivan's PC shit the bed.
Yeah, it's over there looking sad.
It's probably going to need a new power supply. So right now we're running off my PC.
We're trading PCs.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving this here.
Yeah, you are.
Why? So your dog could eat it? No.
The door stays closed.
I mean,
That dog. I don't
He's
trust
gonna go
that
through the
door,
door.
to hold your dog
Actually,
back.
no, that door probably just doesn't.
Your
even
dog's
lock.
rearranged furniture for you when you're not here,
Yes,
so I don't
yeah.
trust that door to hold him back.
But-
but I tell you what, we can talk about.
What?
What did you watch last week?
Alita Battle Angel.
You see, that's awesome because I watched Alita Battle Angel last week. Have
Did you
seen
watch
it?
a Battle
No.
Angel Alita?
Sure didn't, but
Good job. You did it.
Full spectrum. We finally got there.
You did it. I'm so proud of you, buddy.
What'd you think about it?
Oh, it was wonderful from the parts I didn't see.
But no, it was actually really good. It was.
I've heard it's really good.
It was. It's a manga.
Right.
Yeah.
It was based off of a manga, and who did it? Was it James Cameron that did it?
I have no idea. Don't get me lying. But yes. We were talking about Alita, weren't we?
Yep, sure were.
I'm letting you go while I Google this.
Boy, you cannot spell.
Shut up.
No, he can't. He.
It took us a while, but we got there.
That's what it was.
Robert
It was
Rodriguez Ramirez the third.
Right,
Nailed
yeah.
it.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez did it. But amazing movie. I kept hearing good things about it, and then
I waited for it to come out on Xbox, so I rented off the Xbox.
that's what I did.
Yeah.
And then I watched it, and even halfway through the movie, I was like, they gotta make another one.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish the movie. I was like, I love
the
this. I
ending
want another
of
one.
this movie. I'm not gonna ruin anything because for people who haven't seen it, but
Okay. Well,
it was
don't
left
make
open.
it
I'll
sound
say
like
it
it's
was
bad.
left open.
It left it open.
It was
yeah.
left open,
Don't
yes.
say because that'll make me. Oh, it's gonna have a bad ending.
No, it was a great ending.
It
was a great movie
I mean, she does so much.
in a small time frame.
I don't want to ruin it, but they fit so much about this robot girl. She's
Which kind of scares me as though they're not going to leave it open.
I don't want to ruin it because I don't want to give any story plot leaks. But
Spoiler.
no spoilers. But
She's a badass.
she's a badass, and
She's
she
a battle
does.
angel,
She wears many hats. She wears many hats.
I'm still confused about the storyline about who she is and where she's from.
But see, I don't want to say that because some people haven't seen it. But essentially, there's more to her than just a piece of scrap found in the dumpster.
In a junkyard, yeah.
But Christoph Waltz stars as her creator/father, and he's amazing as always in anything he ever does.
On a scale from 1 to 2, what do you give it?
I give it an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I really
That's
got
not
in
on
there and watched
You
that
can't
movie.
give it an 8. But
That's not on the scale.
Y'all do need to watch it. Like when y'all go home, y'all need to rent it. It will be worth the $6.
Yeah, I'll take a quick trip to the local Blockbuster and whip out my membership card. and
Why
rent
would you bring me back down memory lane in such a
I want to remind
scary
you where you
fashion?
come from, so you'll never forget.
Thank you.
I am
appreciate
10 years
that.
your senior. Is that
Not my senior.
No,
Nah, dude.
You're youngster.
I'm the old head. I'm that old head.
Papa
So
Parchment.
no, but the movie is really well done. And what's one thing I found out because I was like, this girl, like who'd they model it? Because
She's not modeled off anybody.
yeah, she's a CG character. That's very very well done. She's voiced by a real person, but I was like, who did they model her face after? And they didn't. They just created her. Like the creators of the show just straight up made the thing. And it's awesome. Like you fell in love with the character. Honest to God, like you really fell in love with her, and it's just like it'd be really cool.
It honestly makes you wish that you could live in a steampunk cyborg world.
Cyberpunk.
Maybe.
World. I'm into that.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of if you got a problem with amputees, this is not a movie for you because
Everybody is missing something.
everybody's missing something. Everybody's losing arms and legs. Not visually, but everybody's got robotic arms and legs and
They just leave it
implants
at
and
home
stuff. But
someday. No.
Yeah.
Fuck, forgot my own.
but really cool movie. Like the fight scenes in the movie were so cool, and the game they play, rollerball, I think that's what they call it.
Something, yeah. It's like new. I would call it new rollerball, but it's kind of like new school hockey.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. It's a game they play, and it's a lot of cool fighting and stuff. So highly recommend. On a scale of 1 to 2, I'd put that thing way up there. You always want to leave room for improvement. I'd give it a
1.8. I'd give it a 1.8.
I'm going to go a little higher and say a 1.9, but here's the deal. There were some
How are you gonna say Sam?
there were some
solid.
plot holes. I did find some plot holes that they just kind of just didn't explain some shit.
If they were gonna make a second movie, they could have broken it down and did better on the.
They fit a lot of shit into 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. They put a lot of shit.
However long
They
the
could have
movie
put different.
And there were some things I was kind of like, what, are we just not going to explain why that happened? But just a few things. But the movie was so good, it overshadowed some, to me, some very small plot holes. I guarantee you the manga probably
And
would
the
cover
protagonist is like they threw him in there and then in movie.
You mean the antagonist?
Antagonist, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
antagonist. My bad.
Edward Norton plays your antagonist,
Yes.
and you don't see him but twice in the whole movie. He's kind of this looming figure that
And they don't mention him till
yeah.
the last 40 minutes.
He's pulling a lot of strings and stuff.
I mean, they might be setting it up for a second one to come full circle
They
with it.
definitely set it up for a second one.
Yeah.
The way they ended it, and afterwards, naturally, I jumped onto Google and started googling. I was like, "Are they going to make another one?" There's really no talk as of right now
Yeah.
But that movie did just come out like last year, so I mean, give them. They could be either making it or getting ready to. But anyway, yeah. So I watched that. I thought it was fantastical. Really, really, really good. Really good movie if you haven't seen it. So definitely check it out. Anybody watch?
Have you watched any different movies?
What have you been watching?
We don't really watch movies.
Series? What we got?
We watched the latest and last season of Orange Is the New Black,
Oh, really?
which is actually really fucking good.
See, now
Really good
I'm on, like,
and really
season-
sad.
I'm on like season 2.
It's there's like 7 seasons, but
I'm not sure where I was on Orange Is the New Black. I know I was fairly
It's-
far in, but
the way they did these girls in the last final season was so dirty.
no, they did them dirty.
Like people you would not expect, people that didn't have a big role, they just fucked all to hell.
Mm.
It was sad and bittersweet
Hmm.
because we've been watching it for so long. It's almost like you're losing friends when the show's over.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a good season, and I'm glad it's over.
I've heard that it's got some people have been giving it some kind
Isn't
down
Orange
talk.
Is the New Black based off of a?
It's based off
a European show just like it.
That's Wentworth. You're talking about Wentworth. but
Yeah.
Wentworth is more.
But
of
it came before, and
Yeah.
they brought an American.
Wentworth is more of a graphic, true prison experience.
But it's also serious though.
It's a series. They
Yes.
just dropped the latest season. Earlier this week?
Yeah, I started watching it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's Australian and it's
That
super
voice
good.
you're hearing from the corner is Cheyenne.
That is
Taylor.
Shut up over there.
Cheyenne the honey badger.
Taylor's girlfriend who didn't
Moonbeam
want to be
down
on
there.
camera.
I don't want to be seen.
But yeah, the last final season was actually highly political.
Yeah.
Highly political.
I know the show was getting pretty titillating. I'm trying to remember where I left off at, but
Have you ever heard of word porn?
stimulating, titillating,
Stimulating.
exciting.
Tantalizing.
But so cool. I might need to go in there and check that out.
Being real
Speaking-
asinine.
I started Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
That's a great show.
I mean, it's a guilty pleasure.
It is a
honestly.
guilty
I-
pleasure.
It's
I like watching.
relaxing. I like seeing all the people I've grown up laughing with.
Yep.
Just
Some
doing,
people that you haven't seen in a
doing
while.
bullshit
The
with
only
Jerry
thing I don't like
Seinfeld.
about that is Jerry Seinfeld, because like if you watch like other things about him, he comes off as a like.
An
Oh, he
ass.
comes off as an asshole, definitely. But
But
Like
I'm
if
pretty
you
sure-
aren't like on his level of like profession,
God-tier
Yeah,
comedian.
he doesn't care about you at all.
No. But I think a lot of it's
I mean,
scripted.
I know exactly what you're talking about
Yeah.
because,
Yes.
like, I have seen the show and I've seen like I'm caught up completely on the show because I do love it. Like you said,
Yeah.
it's a guilty pleasure. There's something about it.
It's got the nice, relaxing music. It's got the cars. It's got the little split scenes of the coffee being made. And I'm just like, I'm at peace for right now.
Exactly. It's a
peaceful.
very like relaxing show to watch,
Yes.
and you do get to see like he had Eddie Murphy on there.
Yeah.
On the first
Yeah, Eddie-
episode.
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, when's the last time you seen Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
And they were talking about comedy and stuff like that, which I'm a big comedy nut, and so like to hear him talk to these old comedians about comedy, especially somebody like a great like Eddie Murphy who hasn't done comedy in 30 years,
Yeah.
and still renowned as one of the greats. I mean, even Jerry Seinfeld, he doesn't do much comedy anymore, but still, that's a really good show too. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a guilty pleasure to watch it. And,
I love it.
And,
I'll rewatch it. I've seen all of it. I don't give a shit. I'll rewatch it just for the relaxing part
Yeah.
of it.
but Ivan,
It's
you are
something to
right.
put on.
He kind of comes off as a fucking
He's an
prick.
ass.
He
Yeah.
really does come off as a prick sometimes.
Yeah.
But he knows that. I mean, I'm sure he knows that.
I think
you
that's
know.
just kind of his whole shtick.
But, yeah, it might be a shtick. But,
I mean, I grew up watching Seinfeld,
yeah.
the show.
That's the same character.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
character, but like,
That's the funniest thing about that show. If you think about that show, it's a show about him.
yeah.
It's a show about him and what he does.
Well,
Like-
in the show, they try to pitch the same show to ABC or some shit like that,
Yeah.
and they're like, it's a show about a guy about nothing.
Yep.
And they're
Yep.
like, let's run
Love it. Run it. Run
And
the piss out
And I
of it.
want to say, I could be wrong, but towards the end, he was making $1 million an episode.
Oh, yeah.
This
I
is
wonder
back.
if he
This was back
actually-
when, like, I mean, like,
Yeah.
you heard the people from Big Bang were getting paid $1 million an
Oh, my
episode.
God, yeah.
I want to say, and I could be wrong. I'm going to Google it to fact check myself, but I want to say that he was getting $1 million an episode.
I wonder if he actually enjoys the fact that that show is his legacy. What he's known for, The Seinfeld show. Like,
Are you asking? Do you think he's upset about it?
Do you think he
No,
hates
actually,
it
he's not.
nowadays?
He gets upset about when people talk shit about it because the one guy off the news station talks shit about it being canceled or some shit.
I'm sorry. I just my eyes just lit up. Say that again.
I mean, no, like I'm reading that now.
Yeah,
$5
$5
million
per episode.
Apparently,
episode.
yeah.
Oh,
They
man.
turned down the 10th season. Never got made. He turned down the offer. The offer was $5 million per episode to produce a 10th season of Seinfeld in the late 1990s. By the 9th season, Seinfeld was making around $1 million for each episode.
Could you
In
imagine?
in the late 90s, nobody was making that much money.
I won't even make $100 million in my lifetime.
Dude,
and he does it for what, a 30-minute episode?
His 3 co-stars were making $600,000 an episode.
I just
Jesus.
want to know who turns down $5 million an episode.
Someone who already has $100 million.
He turns
plus.
down.
Can you have too much money?
I
That's-
mean,
yes, because he talks about it on the show. He's like,
My thing is,
he turns down,
The show, but I
he
don't
turns
believe it.
he turns down shit all the time.
another thing is like
he's set for
stand-up
life.
comedians don't make that much now. Just doing stand-up comedy.
They really don't.
It's because
The
it's a
most-
flooded market at this
the-
point.
well,
Everyone's a comedian.
Like
Yeah.
Netflix is eating it up,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is good. It's good that Netflix is doing this because you're getting to know some smaller comedians.
How much
Yeah.
did the people of the show Friends make? Like, did
Honestly,
Too much.
way too much.
Probably about the same, but like Netflix is will throw $400,000 at a top billing comedian to do a 1 hour special.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
that's good fucking money
That's-
for a comedian to
Yeah.
do a 1 hour recorded special of shit they already do most
Does
of the
Joe
time.
Rogan have a comedian special on Netflix?
Yeah, he just had come up with a new one.
What
He's
was
got a couple of them.
On Netflix?
Yeah, I want to say it was probably around the same. They've averaged about the same. Some of your lower tier comedians
Mm-hmm.
who aren't, well, I say lower tier, that sounds bad, but like that aren't as well
he just
renowned.
does it for Joe Rogan just does it for the fun now. Just
He's just bored. He does all kinds of shit just because he's like,
No,
you know what, I'm gonna do
he
this.
says he
Fucking
makes
diamond.
he
I
says he
mean-
makes good money off of like the podcast and stuff like that. He
Right,
said, but
well-
most of
well-
that money he just goes more or less to
Pay-
pay Jamie, his audio
pay Jamie
engineer,
and,
and to keep things going and stuff like that. So like he makes good money doing it, but he doesn't do it for the money or anything like that. But he does comedy.
that's what I'm saying. Like if he he doesn't have like a set career path. Like he just does.
He literally says he does what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And just like the the UFC.
Like I think
Like, he
his career
enjoys it.
path was like UFC or Fear Factor.
Oh, he hated Fear Factor.
Yeah, he hated it, but he did it for a long time.
He was on Fear Factor?
He
was
was
the
the
host.
original
Was he
host
really?
of Fear Factor.
Yes.
Did
Wow.
you not know this?
No, I didn't know that.
Dude. And he was
Holy shit.
originally, he was always a comedian, but his first show he did was called News Radio,
Yeah.
which is back around early Seinfeld days.
Yeah.
He was an actor on News Radio, and then they picked him up for Fear Factor. And so he was the host of Fear Factor for several seasons.
Now it's
Wow.
ludicrous right now.
That what's hilarious is he said he'd go in. He's like, all I did was just get high and go in and watch people eat animal penises. He's like, it's like you can eat this dick. You can do this.
The one episode from Fear Factor that always stuck with me, it was a Christmas special. And they had someone drink, they said it was like 100-year-old eggnog.
Yeah, I was about to, oh no,
And I
was
will
about to say-
never forget that episode because, for one, I love eggnog.
Whoa,
and for
no.
two,
Ew,
how
I
did
don't
you
like
have 100-year-old eggnog just laying
Not,
around?
not just that. They made
I'm gonna save this bang for 100 years
And we'll see what happens.
because maybe somebody will need it on a TV show.
Exactly.
not as, oh, they had a million-year-old egg.
Yep.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, a
Like,
million-year-old
where
egg.
did you get? You went down to Whole
Million-year-old
Foods
egg?
and just
I think
found
they,
a
like-
That would be
million-year-old egg.
petrified. That'd be a rock. You ate a rock.
No, like
Delicious.
it was pitch black. It was pitch black.
I
I think they
remember
put
that.
it in a machine, and it's kind of like a time machine, but like
It's like an aging process.
after like a year or so, it's the equivalent of a million years.
He just said a time machine.
a time machine.
They
You're
put
gonna
it
be
in
more
a-
specific
in
than
a
time
egg
machine.
time
They
machine.
put it in an incubator time machine,
We gotta go back to 1985, Marty. We gotta go.
and then
I
guess,
get what
yeah,
you're saying.
flux
Yeah.
capacitor, and yeah,
Oh, yeah.
How did these people not die doing the shit that they do?
they
Okay, the funny thing, I was listening to an episode the other day that he literally just put up the other
they might
day.
get the shits. That's probably the worst they're gonna get.
No,
A
and like,
100-year-old eggnog better not just give me
Well,
the
like,
shit.
They probably, like,
it
forced
better
him to
kill
throw it
me.
up, like, immediately.
he
like
had a
purge.
he had a
purge.
comedian on the other day. He had a comedian on the other day he was talking to. They were talking about this same subject, and the comedian asked him, he's like, "Did you ever have a say in anything?" And he was like, "No." They would just like tell me day of. He's like, "Well, did you ever like tell them they shouldn't do this?" He said, "All the time." Like he said well, yeah, he said that like there was this like they had this one where they were going to have these people riding bulls.
Oh no.
And he said, and there was one contestant, he was like, it was a chick that maybe weighed 90 pounds. And getting on the back of like a 2,000-pound angry ass bovine, you know? And
People didn't die.
and
Honestly.
yeah, and he literally was like, this is a really bad idea.
They have cars falling from the sky and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
People who are professionals get killed by these things.
Like you know good and damn well they have safety waivers they have to sign.
Oh, hell
like
yeah.
liability
Not
waivers.
only that, he fought some guy on camera.
A guy picked a fight with him on camera
Yeah,
and
picked-
tried.
okay.
It wasn't a knockdown drag out. It was kind of a little bit of a hands what I'd call a handsy
Yeah,
scuffle.
Joe Rogan was like, "Get off me, dude. Get off me."
Well,
guy."
like this chick walked up and slapped another chick. It was back on the show, and like
was it a couples thing going on?
it was a couples Fear Factor, and it was some people I think from like Road
Yeah.
Rules, Rear
Spit it out,
Real
You got it?
World.
oh.
Got it, did it,
Real world.
or something like that. And like this one chick walked up and slapped another chick because they were
You're on
having
the
an
wrong
issue.
show, honey.
And
We
Joe
don't do that
Rogan
shit.
was like, "Hey, you can't do that. That's assault. That's illegal. You can't just walk up and hit somebody."
Yes.
And then the chick's boyfriend started chiming in and tried to step up on Joe. And
Joe's a
and
big guy.
Joe's he is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, a black belt in taekwondo, and like and like he taught he taught what's his name, the French MMA guy. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I forget. But the roundhouse kick.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was literally showing MMA fighters how to properly kick, and he's the host. So don't fuck with Joe Rogan. And this dude is trying to fight Joe, and Joe
He has one of the strongest roundhouse kicks.
Yes.
Does yeah.
yeah.
Like it could shatter both your shins.
Yes.
I just went blank on the French.
I'm just gonna call him Pierre, just to make this simpler. We'll just
Yeah, anyway.
call him Pierre for now.
That's not. That's racist.
Stereotyping.
But anyway,
Get it right.
let's keep it rolling here. But
Maybe.
oh yeah.
yeah, you
I
were
watched
watching
The
this show,
Boys.
The Boys. Yeah.
I started The Boys on not Hulu, but
Amazon.
Amazon Prime. Awesome show, amazing show. It is.
Hey, why don't you tell me your Amazon Prime?
We've got Amazon
Information.
Prime.
I have Amazon Prime if you want it.
Like, no, just tell me now.
I'll tell you now. It is www.gofuckyourself.com. No, I started it last week, and a fantastic take on a superhero story. You know, we keep talking about tropes.
We brought up the concept last podcast of what The Boys is.
Yeah, and it's a little different than what I thought it was going to be, because I thought it was going to be very much like The Watchmen, which is kind of dark, macabre type
Yes.
stories. And it's really not. It's more of like, I mean, no, it won't be spoiler alerts, but like imagine superheroes, but they're monetized. Literally, like stock portfolios on how you're trending and stuff like that. It's insane. It's insane.
There's an anime that's like this called My Hero Academia.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
I've never
Here we go.
watched it.
Full tilt.
It's not my style.
We're going down the
but-
rabbit hole,
Should've
my
never
friend.
brought this up.
So essentially, like, it's literally like corporate
Yeah.
media markets that are backing superheroes. There's a corporation that literally owns the rights to the superheroes.
What's it called?
The boys.
The Boys.
Boys.
That's what it's called. The Boys.
It's called just the boys, and like, so like,
It's called The Boys.
I'm not going to try to go too into detail, but like it's so neat because like they're sitting there talking about like their stock portfolios and stuff on how they're trending, and like they're talking about trying to get good YouTube hits
And like if
stuff
they don't,
about stopping crime.
and if they don't like stop higher crime, they don't go up, or if they
Yeah, it's like it's like what markets are you trending well in right now? Are you doing good in the Midwest region? Oh, you're really hot right now in the Midwest region. Maybe we need to get you to
So hot right now.
to go to like some Christian church concerts, which happens. It's hilarious.
Y'all want to go see
It is-
Skillet?
It is.
we brought this up yet?
Let's go to Winter Jam, bro.
I used to get Skrillex and Skillet mixed up.
You're the worst.
I say it's not a comedy per se. I mean, it's got a lot of drama to it.
How do you get a name
And
like
death.
Skillet?
I mean, you look in
What?
your kitchen.
How do you get a name like Skillet? Like
I
a
hate
bunch
that.
of guys sitting in the kitchen like, That's our name.
I
mean,
hate
we're
think
getting
of
that name.
We're
Think
gonna
of
be a
Limp
Christian
Bizkit.
band.
I mean, they
We're gonna be
literally
called
probably just looked
Skillet.
at a soggy,
Soggy
biscuit.
biscuit is like, catch this, bro.
And I'm like,
Time to
yeah,
break
that's such a
stuff, you know,
shitty
like-
name. But, so
Whatever.
is Skrillex. But, But no, the show is really, really cool. I can't recommend it enough. Like I said, I don't want to sit here and I really don't want to ruin anything. But, like, there's many, many moments in the show because it is very gory and very dark and very R-rated. And there are so many different moments in that, even like first 5 minutes in, that you'll just be like, what the fuck just happened? And like, it's so
If
fucking
you were
good.
a villain or superhero, what power would you take over? And it can't be the worst one that we've already thought of now.
What?
Probability.
No, it was ultimate.
Persuasion?
Pretty much persuade.
How's that the worst? That's the one I come up with.
Yeah, it's the worst thing that you could ever do.
Yeah, it's
Manipulation. Ultimate
probably-
manipulation.
ultimate manipulation would be like I
Yes.
could just manipulate you into doing anything. Or anyone into anything.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be a shapeshifter. Have you met me? I'm practically there.
Sorry.
We're werewolves, not swearwolves.
You'd be a lichen? I'd totally be a lichen, bro. So if I could have one superpower, what would it be? We've played this game before off mic, but like
Yes.
I'll always go back to the same thing: is can I have the power of a Dragon Ball Z character?
Oh my god. I want to go Super
But that's
Saiyan.
that's an accumulation of a bunch of different powers.
Yeah, you get one power.
Shit.
But the bad part is you actually have to train.
I want to
level
be
up.
able to power up like a Dragon Ball Z character, but just enough to just put a little bit of energy, like fiery energy, off my body to keep mosquitoes off of me.
You know what? I respect that wholeheartedly. There's one in here right now that y'all haven't seen, but
Just
I
like
have.
just like a little, I just kind of glow just a little bit, just a little flame, just enough that when
Would
those,
you hurt me if I got close to you?
Yeah, I could if we got in a hot tub, I'd keep it warm.
Bubble Man.
So are you helping me or are you
That was
not
kind of
helping
erotic,
me?
wasn't it? If you had a can of soup, I can just
Heat it up real quick.
your coffee got a little cold, I'll just grab it.
It's like
it's a very mediocre
convenient-
superpower.
A convenient superhero.
Oh, I did watch Shazam.
You
did?
I did watch Shazam. Was
Okay,
it
I've
good?
heard interesting things about Shazam. So what's your take on
Eh,
Shazam?
That on.
Go watch The Boys. I'm going to
It's
finish
out
up on The
on
Boys real
Blu-ray,
quick.
Redbox, and
The
shit
Boys
right
is an amazing show. We might talk about it more later when I finish it up because I don't want to spoil anything. But like,
now.
it's a really cool show. It's a great take on the superhero genre. We were talking about genres last episode. It is definitely a different take of what if like all your superheroes that are actually out there in the world saving everybody are just greedy assholes that are covered up by corporate
Yes.
corporations. So,
Pretty much. Pretty much.
but Shazam.
Shazam.
Tell me
Uh,
about Shazam
it
because
was-
I haven't seen it yet.
It was okay. It's more kiddish.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're in the DC universe, right? And you don't see or hear about any. You hear about Superman and kind of Batman because it has one of the kids has a bullet with the certificate that hit Batman and landed on the ground.
That's a pretty cool souvenir, though.
It's a
honestly.
souvenir. And
Yeah.
he has a artificial battering. So there's that. But that's the only time you hear about them. And the other time he's trying to run away from his problems. But mainly the movie is him taking selfies with people around the world. And that's half the movie.
Perfect.
Him taking selfies with other people trying to get money because he's a kid. He doesn't want to do the superhero thing right away. Like most new superheroes, they don't want the power.
I would be the most inconvenient superhero.
Well,
Like, I would be late for everything.
That's
You
pretty much
already
him.
are.
Like he caused more problems. He was standing where Rocky ran up the stairs, and he was doing the little Rocky thing, going, lightning from my hands, and he was just doing that, trying to get money off the streets,
Yeah.
and it was pretty good at the end when they started actually fighting, but he caused more problems than anything else.
I got you.
So there's a story to be told in the whole movie.
Taylor, would you say your superpower would be never be late?
No, I would be the worst superhero because I'd always be late.
Oh,
But
so
no, I'd be
what
a
if your power
shapeshifter.
was you could never be late? So
I
if
would
you
be
had any
fucked either way.
So imagine if you had any commitments that you made verbally, I will be there tomorrow at 7:00.
And then
No matter what,
Yeah.
you will be there at 7
that's
o'clock.
what we call
So-
a curse.
Wait, okay,
Mid brushing your teeth or something, or
It
in the
just-
shower, and it's just shoop, shoop, and you're there, and you're like, fuck.
Okay,
That's a
but
cool
you
power.
need to
I
have
like
that.
it.
You're there on time, but you're not ready.
An hour later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're there. Just wherever you said you would be at that certain time, you will never be late. Boop, there you are.
Oh God, I would.
You'd have to shower clothes.
Yeah.
I
I would never commit to anything ever.
You just would commit. Just nope.
whatever
I don't know, we'll
that
see.
you remember that movie Jumper?
Yes.
I would have his power
To jump.
to jump,
Wait,
Okay,
what
it-
was
yeah,
better
to-
or
teleport
worse?
pretty much.
It's-
Teleport.
Yeah, it's pretty much like
Wow.
teleportation, which is pretty. Yeah, that's pretty strong.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's one of those things like what if you have to pick one power? That's things like so you can't be Superman, for example, because he has multiple different things about him. He's invincible.
Yes.
He's got laser eyes.
Unless you have a rock,
X-ray
and then he's
vision.
like, oh
you know.
no,
You know,
it's green. I said shapeshifter.
You know, since I've been watching My Hero Academia a little bit more. Not My Hero Academia. Oh my
You
god.
don't like that.
You did this.
Yeah, he put the thought in my head and it screwed me up. Since I've been watching Seven Deadly Sins, that power of immortality would be pretty powerful. That what
Yes.
Vaughn has.
Yeah.
To where like you just can't die. So you might not be the strongest fighter or anything, but you're not going to kill me either. So I'm just going to always be some sort of problem for you. You know what I mean? To me,
I
that's
think I'd
it.
get tired of getting my ass whooped though.
Yeah.
I mean, there is that too.
Eventually, you wouldn't get your ass.
Like,
whooped.
let's
You
take a
just
dark turn
learn.
here for a second.
Oh, we're going down a-
Immortality is inconvenient.
Oh.
You're gonna watch all your loved ones die.
But the
you
key-
can't die, so you're like, well,
But the key here is I'm a superhero.
you're pretty much Betty White at this point.
The key here is I'm a superhero, though, so it's like, if I'm a superhero, the idea here is I'm going to be helping people and defending innocent people. So what would be a good power? The ability to not ever die, so I can literally put myself in harm's way 1,000 times. Run into a burning building, well, it's not going to kill me.
That's not gonna save
You know.
your family from
But
old age, though.
Yeah, I mean, it would
Well,
just get
no.
old after a while. You
You know.
won't, but it would.
You want to know?
I'd
the
be
best
like,
way
why are you
to
guys so
fix
fucking
that?
clumsy?
The best way to fix that: move to a different country. Don't keep in contact,
But then you would
and
just
you
be
won't
with
ever
people.
know.
Yeah, but what happens when you finally just hit every country, saving everybody? Because people are, let's just face it, we're kind of dumb.
Are we?
Are
Yes, extremely, dude.
Like-
extremely, extremely dumb.
Yeah. No.
you? I would get so tired. I'd be like, you guys suck. You know that? I'm tired of helping you. I'm going to go live in a cave somewhere and not die. Do you have
I
to
don't know.
eat if you're immortal?
Well, you're not going to die of starvation, technically.
Exactly. So,
It's
like,
just gonna be inconvenient.
I'm just going to be real fucking hungry.
But me, I'd
You're
still
just
eat
gonna
because
be
I like to
like
eat.
Bigfoot.
So
I
You
mean,
would essentially
that's my
be
superpower. I
Bigfoot.
want to be Bigfoot.
damn it.
Nobody would ever see me. I'd show up fuzzy in every photograph. I'd leave footprints randomly everywhere. I don't know, like, for some reason, like, immortality seems more like, it's not that I want to live forever. That's not why. It's just a simple fact of, well, nothing's going to
Gotcha.
kill me. So because, like, just like when you watch the show, The Seven Deadly Sins, it's just like he gets his shit whipped all the time, but nothing will kill him. So you run him through with a blade, he's just like, this is really inconvenient right now.
How about
You know.
immortality, but the only person who can kill you is yourself? So
But the
you
o-
finally
okay.
get sick and
Ah.
tired of it.
Escape
You
clause.
put
That,
yourself
that's an
out of
asterisk.
misery.
Yeah. So basically, what she just said was, how about immortality, but the only person that can kill you is yourself, and that's.
Kinda
I
dark,
guess.
but,
A loophole.
I mean, you'd get so sick and tired of it.
But I would be the ultimate protector because I will never die, and I will
But
always
you
be
would
around to
hate it
protect
eventually.
people.
You would
Yeah.
start to resent people.
It sounds good up until you've
Well,
saved
that's
the
when you
same
go into the
person
cave
15
and you just don't
times.
help anybody
Ooh.
anymore.
But then you're miserable.
Let's talk
And
about
then you have to sit there and be
So-
miserable
low
forever.
tier superpowers.
But then I can kill
Yeah.
myself.
Let's go back. I like low
There we
tier.
go.
Let's talk low tier superpowers.
Low
Something
tier.
that's a little convenient.
Low than my original one.
Your
Be able
mosquito
to power up to like 50 power level to where it's just enough to like burn mosquitoes off of my body.
I like that.
And maybe heat up some small elements and don't need gas or stove. Don't need to pay for my heating bill anymore.
There you go.
I can help
need a
people
heater.
grow hair, but every time I do that, I lose hair.
So you can help like 4 people. That was a good one. Who would you help first?
You're like the Jesus of
Cody.
hair.
Thanks,
You're like the
Cody.
Jesus of hair. You just go and lay hands on people, and your hair just dies, and their hair just blossoms like a garden. You know?
We helped my dad with his receding hairline because he's getting
Yes.
What
He's
about people
almost
can't
got a
grow
full
facial
mullet.
hair? You just like
He's got
walk
a
up, just
mullet.
cusp their face with your hands, and just
Right now. Let's go. Just
it's good power.
Touch a baby.
fuck.
Give a baby a full afro, just boom. That's a great low-tier power. You can just fuck with people so hard too. You can just go up and you just touch somebody and grow a big patch of hair on their arm.
Because I feel like you just come up to me and touch my legs after I just shaved them.
Like, oh hey, you just shaved your legs.
Touch.
Yep.
Touch like in the middle of your eyebrows.
Just giving everybody unibrows. Just whoop, whoop.
I like that. That's a good one.
Just sticking your finger in people's ears, just so like hair will just grow out like crazy.
I like that.
Good superpower. Love it. Oh my god.
Man.
All right. Did you have one?
I was gonna say waterproof.
You'd stink like a motherfucker because you couldn't shower.
Well, I mean, if you think I mean,
You
if
can
you
never
think about
shower.
it, though, the reason you stink is because of oils and shit.
But that's not water.
I know.
But technically, if you're waterproof, then you couldn't get like sweaty either, so you couldn't.
I don't
get,
sweat
like,
already.
From the
Not
neck
you.
up,
But then like you don't
everything
get,
else.
But then you don't get like bacteria that would grow on you.
Yeah.
Therefore,
So
like,
it pretty
I don't know.
much-
Maybe it would work out some
It would
weird
eliminate
way.
all of it. But come on now, tell me all the times you got stuck in the rain and you're just miserable and sad.
I'm with you on that. Like,
How are you okay? But how
There's
are you
something
gonna
about
wash
being in the
off
rain.
the oil on your skin without?
If you're
water?
already waterproof, it won't stick anyways. Think of it like that solution you can put on your shoes that makes them
just
pretty
slide
much
right
waterproof.
off.
But your body naturally.
just put it on your
Like,
skin
if
right now.
if I fell into like a vat of mud, I would just come out and just it's all gone.
I keep a vat of mud around.
Thank you.
But
I'm an
but
evil
oil
villain
is a
on
different
my side.
density than water, so
This is fun to watch. Go ahead. No.
Says the hair man. Okay, let me live my dreams.
just say it.
We would be a great superhero group.
We're the worst team.
What would we call? What would our group be called?
What is the name of it? Mystery Men?
The Mediocre Men.
Mediocre men.
Mediocre.
Watchmen.
No.
Mystery men. What the fuck?
Mystery
is that?
Men was that one with Ben Stiller.
Yes.
Yeah. Where they all had like
Y'all.
they were like super. They had
Oh,
those really
okay.
s-
One
like,
had spoons. I went to the
Yeah.
fucking
Yes,
wall.
the girl
They
with
were
the
like-
bowling ball with her dead dad's head in it or something.
the low tier superheroes. The
I like
boys
it.
have that too. Like the boys have like they call them soups, and like they have like their equivalent of Superman on the show. And so he's like a high tier. He's one of the 7, the ultimate cool guys. But then they have your low tier superheroes that do like really basic shit.
Robberies
Like,
and stuff like that.
well, and they're just not that great. They call them like B-listers or D-listers or something like that. So like
Sounds
there's
like
this
One Punch Man now.
there's this one of them that's got like a girlfriend that all she can do is like she's a little strong, but like she can grow like these little spikes out of the bottom of her arm. Like that's it. That's her power.
I thought you were about to say hair. I was like, hell yeah.
Hair. Boom. But anyway, we got to get moving. We got to get moving. What else? I'm going to give you a hot take. And it's going to be a hot take.
What if I want a cold take?
My Sherlock Holmes, mine, and I'm going to go on record right now, is Benedict Cumberbatch.
No.
Yes.
No.
I finished watching it. I didn't know they popped out some new episodes on the series, and I finished up the entirety of it.
The guy that
and-
can't say penguin.
Yeah, the guy that can't say
Benadryl
penguins.
cucumber?
Penguins.
Bingen. Bingen.
After watching all of it, and I've already seen the majority of it, but I finished off like the last couple of episodes they had, and the show's done. Him and Martin Freeman.
Now
to
I like
me,
Martin Freeman.
I do too. And
I
to
love
me,
him.
they will and forever be my Holmes and Watson. Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law did a great
Robert
job.
does a good movie. They play a better series.
I think the portrayal's better
Yeah.
because they're both modern day.
Yes.
I really like Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman's portrayal way better. I love Robert Downey Jr. He's a fantastic actor. He will always be my Iron
Isn't
Man.
there a different Sherlock Holmes series with Asian woman?
like a female
Lucy Liu?
spinoff?
Lucy Liu is in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, don't get
I know what you're talking about. Lucy Liu is my just
Is that your walk?
That's
Is that
my-
your walkout?
that's
Sherlock
my,
Holmes,
my
Lucy
whole
Liu.
world right there.
Are you, okay.
How did you not spell Sherlock right?
I'm so tired. You have to forgive me. I've gotten very little sleep today. Elementary.
Oh, Elementary, yes.
Okay, I've not seen that.
I've been seeing it,
Where
but I
that's
haven't
that's
watched
Holmes, and she's
Sherlock.
No, she's the doc. She's
That's
the
Holmes
doctor.
and she's Sherlock.
Oh, she plays Watson.
Watson. She's Watson.
Really?
Yeah,
I like
I'm pretty
that.
sure. I'm not sure. But
She hasn't been in anything in a very long
I guess I
time.
haven't
she's in
seen
this
this.
TV series
What's
right
it?
now, right here,
Right here, right now. But
2012.
Charlie's Angels, Lucy Liu, though.
They're making a new Charlie's Angels.
Is she going to be in it?
No, it
Then
has,
I don't give a fuck.
Has Christian Stewart in it? Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes, they are. Yeah,
I
he's
know.
right.
It's
I
not
did
going to be
see
the same
that.
as Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, and Cameron Diaz, who weren't the original Charlie's Angels anyways, but they were
2019.
okay.
Yeah, click on that. Who is it? Who we got here?
Kristen
there?
Stewart, Naomi
Look,
Scott,
I'll be honest
and
with you.
someone else.
Kristen Stewart in this one does not look bad at all.
No.
No.
She
I think
really
she'll
does.
She has short hair in this one.
She's
got
which
short hair in
reminds
real
me
life.
of yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you've got. Oh,
who's the girl in Orange is the New Black season 2?
Ruby Rose.
Yeah, Ruby Rose. She reminds me of Ruby Rose.
Ruby.
But like
my
a cuter
girl.
Ruby Rose.
That's who I thought that was real quick when I saw it first flashed up, and then I saw that it was not her. It was Kirsten Stewart or Kristen Stewart.
I don't
and,
like Ruby Rose. I think she's overrated.
Elizabeth Banks.
She looks like
I
every
love
lesbian
Elizabeth
you'll see
Banks
in
so
so many
much.
shows.
She is my fucking hero in anything she's in. I think she's hilarious as fuck. She's great. She's great. But yeah, I don't know. My thing is like they already remade Charlie's Angels once, and
Yeah.
it was great when you had Cameron Diaz and Lucy
The
Liu.
first one. The first
and,
one was really good.
What's that other girl's name? I can't stand her.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
You
I-
leave her alone. She is a
sorry.
saint.
Second hot take of the night. I do not think Drew Barrymore is that great of an
I
actor.
bet she
plays-
doesn't like you
she
either.
plays like the same character and like everyone. And I
So
just
does
don't-
Kevin
I'm
Hart,
over it.
and everyone likes him.
Yeah, I also watched. I didn't want to bring it up because I'm sorry, I didn't think it was worth bringing up. But I watched a Night School, and I thought
Night
it was
School.
just
I wanna see
mediocre.
that, though.
It was
I know.
mediocre as
I like
fuck.
her.
The only
It
time I
was-
want to see a movie is just to say I've seen it. Or
Yeah.
like movies like that. Movies like that. This is like, okay, I've seen this.
There's
okay,
too
get
many
it out of
movies, to my opinion, that just are a waste of time now
It's
instead
just
of being
he
worth
plays
watching.
the same role in everything he does.
Yeah.
The
He's-
exact same role. His stand-up's the same way too.
Yeah.
And
Confused man.
His stand-up's good. It is
Confused
kind of
man.
the same, but it's. Look,
Yes.
he sold out Madison Square Garden for comedy.
he's not the first
For
one.
comedy.
No, he's not. But there's not. That list is not very long.
It's just he's
I wish Gambino would make more stand-up.
yes.
Donald Glover is really
I love him
funny.
with my whole heart.
He's good at acting,
He's a great actor.
Singing.
singing.
He's a good
Comedian.
dancer.
Man all over.
Yeah.
That was
Why didn't you dance?
beautiful.
Oh.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Dance.
We just want to pop.
Okay.
All right, we got to get moving.
Next.
We are
Next.
dragging
We
today.
have
I was
not-
worried we weren't gonna have anything to talk about.
I was worried I wasn't going to talk at all.
Resident Evil. I just learned this like right before the podcast started. That
Thanks, Cheyenne.
yeah, Cheyenne. Thank you for the big
Honey Badger.
layup there. Where was it? There
Right
it is.
there, right there.
Yeah, Resident Evil Season 1 on Netflix announced. Go away. Let's
A
see.
series on Netflix, season 1. Does it say who's going to be in there?
They
That's
don't
what
have a
I'm
whole
reading
lot of
right now.
information on it right now.
God damn it, Cheyenne, why'd you bring this up? then?
You had one job.
I saw it on Facebook and Porchman was like, yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah, because
It's in there.
I'm interested.
Team
Not yeah,
members.
you're right. There's not a whole lot of news about it, but they did definitely announce that they are starting one for sure. So we will see what take they take on it. There's a lot of wild speculation in this article from
It's going to be spooky. That's
what's
all
on
we know.
Netflix.com. But so that'll be interesting. The Hell video game series on Netflix could be a good thing.
Are
The
they
Witcher
going
looks
off
really
of-
cool.
The game or the show?
Did you just bring up The Witcher?
I did bring up The Witcher.
How dare you? Don't do this to me.
Are they going off the game or the movie?
It looks like they're going to go off of the game.
It says
would
the
hope they
franchise
would go
beginning in 1996. Okay, yeah, Capcom
Yeah.
game. Okay, yes.
I think they would do very well going off.
Because
Oh,
the movies
so that means that
went
they're gonna
way
have-
the fucking
They've
off the
already
left
been
field.
done.
They're gonna
too.
have Leon. They're gonna have.
They need to have Chris Redfield, Leon
Yes.
Kennedy, Claire Redfield, Albert
so good.
Wesker.
I've never played the game.
Get off there.
Oh,
Just ripped it off.
I
Oh
tried
my God,
to
I'm
play
sorry.
like one of them, but I have really bad anxiety.
Ed, did-
Like if something's chasing me in a game
You played zombies with me all the time.
And
You would
she
hate-
screamed
Do
through
you
90%
remember
of it.
my anxiety during it?
You would
And
hate.
you calm down when you realize that you can just run away.
Until there's like a lot of them.
Just
You
the
would-
sounds
Keep
of the
running.
Call of
Taylor
Duty
sold
zombies
that game,
alone.
so I can't play it anymore.
I
Well-
sold it because the zombie sounds really trip me out.
You
I
were
don't like
playing
that.
it.
I know.
Y'all played on separate TVs.
You would really love
Yeah.
the Resident Evil 2 remake then. It's
Oh,
really
man.
good.
I want to play
You
the
get
new Blair
chased
Witch.
a lot.
I want to play the new Blair Witch just because it looks good,
And I wanna
but
fix
at the
myself
same
up.
time, I'm scared. So
The only thing I'm scared about the Blair Witch is just the actual fact that you could actually get lost in the woods
That is
in-
terrifying.
real life.
in real life.
You talking about? You talking about the?
No, in
No,
the game.
no, in the
Lost
game. You get lost in the woods.
That would
game
just be
over, man.
frustrating.
It's gone.
I mean, that would be pretty frustrating.
Stress me.
So,
But it looks good.
yeah, the new Blair Witch. You get a dog, and I hope the doggo stays okay.
It's just jump scares. I can't do something because you
Like,
can tell
you don't
when
get
it's
a weapon
coming.
or anything. You get a camera
And
like
a flashlight.
like the movie
Wait,
did.
that's it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all you get.
How you gonna kill a supernatural creature?
How you gonna kill a Wendigo?
How you gonna kill Blair Witch? You leave Blair alone.
You ever seen Supernatural?
Have you ever seen Supernatural? You're already salty enough.
Have you ever listened to this podcast and we save the video game news for the second half of the show?
Taylor brought it up.
I did bring it up.
That's okay though.
I will smack that fade
You're
right off your
neither.
head.
No, let's we talk about that more.
Back on the
for
news.
sure. Let's get this shit out of the
Someone
way.
was shot because they were thought that they.
Shots fired at National Park after alleged Bigfoot sighting.
Secretly, it was just Ivan.
This
He got lost in the woods.
legit
But-
shots fired at our illustrious man beast. A spokesperson for the national park said law enforcement rangers responded around 2 a.m. Sunday to an incident involving a person with a firearm at one of the park's backcountry campsites.
Let me ask y'all this: what are they called? What is Bigfoot called?
Sasquatch.
No,
Sam
wh-
Squamch.
What kind of genre is he put into?
Oh, he's a. Oh, God.
Mythical creatures.
Mythic- No. God damn it.
A legend?
Okay, legend. Like,
Are you
okay.
talking like a
what
Homo
kind of
sapien?
legends do y'all actually believe? Like, I
I
could
believe
see
in a
in the
Bigfoot.
Loch Ness monster,
That too. Old Nessie.
but like not like.
Old death, Nessie.
I don't think she's a long-necked ass fish.
But
I think she's something
those
prehistoric. down
chupacabras
there.
now. That goddamn choops.
Or like the.
I definitely believe in those.
Really?
Chupacabras?
You believe in a chupacabra?
Yeah.
A demon dog that sucks
She's
blood
from
from
Texas.
animals.
She
Yes.
is from
Yeah.
Texas. There are choops there.
They got choop sightings out there?
Choops.
I just love the fact that they call them choops.
Choops.
Now, you know what a choop is? A chalupa. That's what that is. That's only
But
choop I
like-
care about.
The snowman.
Abominable
Okay,
snowman.
poor
The
snowman.
Yeti.
Yes.
Yeti.
I don't believe in that one.
I don't buy into any of it.
What about Bigfoot? What about Bigfoot?
I believe
We
in
would have
Bigfoot.
had one killed by now.
You say this?
Some
I
redneck
don't know,
would have
'cause
plugged
they
one.
just found
Nobody said they had to be strictly in the U.S. I think in places like Russia.
Yeah, there's shit everywhere.
I,
man.
I,
They just found a fucking giant bee that they thought was.
okay,
gone.
that's a bee. We have bees.
Did we have?
We don't have
giant bees?
Bigfoots.
But
Do we have a
you've
giant
seen
Bigfoot?
those news articles about those big whale-looking things washing up, and nobody knows what the fuck they are after running tests and all these.
Like,
tests,
you think
nobody
about
can
the
find out
giant
what they
squid.
are.
Just because you can't see something doesn't mean
Well,
it's
and
not
that my
real.
thing too is like the giant squid. Like I love deep sea mystery shit like that because it freaks me the fuck out.
Sea freaks me
Because
out.
it freaks me out, the deep sea shit. But like we've got the first ever video of a giant squid, and the squid's like as long as a truck, and I'm like,
That's pretty
That's not
giant
that-
to me, man.
that's not that terrifying. You know what I
Until
mean?
it
Like I
suckers
could
their
maybe
face
wrestle it
off.
to the ground. If it's the size of a
like
school bus, I'm a little more scared.
If it's just a slightly longer, I'm terrified.
I don't know. It's like
I don't know.
I
Animals
think
are pretty
by
strong.
now
I don't know. How about you go out there and wrestle Taylor's truck to the ground?
I will. I'll go
Tell me
beat
how
the
you
shit out of your
Wham!
truck.
I got Gap insurance, so make sure you fuck it up real good.
But okay, yeah.
I think
Back
by
to-
now we would have seen a Bigfoot, or some redneck would have shot one in the back country and been like, "Look here, look, got him." You know what I mean? So it's like it's fun to believe in it. I'm not saying it's impossible because there's still a lot of vast wilderness that's virtually uninhabited. So there could be some big
Now-
I
ape
feel like
creature.
if Bigfoot's real, though. It's not just going to be so easy to just shoot it and kill it.
No.
You can shoot at it.
Well,
but
I don't know.
think
My
you're
thing
gonna be
is,
able to knock it down.
anytime these Bigfoot stories and someone's camping out in the woods, it's like most time when I go camping, there's other campsites around me.
Yeah.
So like, are these people just picking random ass woods, going out there and
Just-
camping?
Well, let me
Walking
read you
down.
the story. Jen said the two went to sleep around 11 p.m. and woke up around 1 a.m. to people shining flashlights on their tent. Well, that's not creepy. The couple exited their tent to find a man and his young son approaching.
Because this was Bigfoot country.
According to Jen, this man explained that something had destroyed his campsite
A bear.
and that he kept hearing strange sounds. So he was going to investigate because this was, quote, Bigfoot country.
Bigfoot country.
Jen's girlfriend claims she heard the same sounds. The man reportedly showed the couple his gun, looky here, and told them that if they heard gunshots, they should run. Jen and his girlfriend returned to their tent and said about 5 to 10 minutes later, they heard at least one gunshot. The man and his son returned to the couple's tent and stated that Bigfoot had emerged from the woods and approached them, so he had fired his weapon. And due to the bizarre circumstances, Jim said him and his girlfriend immediately packed up and left. And the incident remains under investigation. So how do you investigate something like that? How do you
Look for
report
big
that?
footprints.
What
as a
if
crime?
Bigfoot was already shot and the person just left him there and then he's just rotted away in the fucking ground right now?
See, that's what I'm saying though. Is like
And then we'll never know. That was the Bigfoot. That was the only one. This dude killed it. Gone. Wolves ate the body.
it's
No
just
evidence.
one of those things. Like we've never had a Bigfoot death, and he's just like this motherfucker walked up to me and I put a cap in his ass.
I mean,
Have
my
you
thing
ever
is,
been
like,
killed by a Bigfoot?
here's the
No.
question. Say we go hunting next weekend for there's nothing
Bigfoot.
in season right now, but say we went hunting next weekend and we happen to see Bigfoot and we drop his ass. Are we
Then
gonna,
what?
Anybody.
No, I'm telling everyone. I'm
You
going to get
butcher that
paid.
shit and keep it
But
dead.
my thing is like, did we commit a crime?
Yes, it's Bigfoot.
Because
he's a
we don't know
national
what Bigfoot
treasure.
is. What if Bigfoot's more man than not man? Or like, what if he's more man than animal?
What if
Okay,
he
Is it
shoots him
murder?
and he's like, fuck!
And you're
Then
like,
you can
hold
claim
up.
self-defense because
He was coming right for me.
you can't.
Like you and Bigfoot go to court for assault.
He shot me, Your Honor.
But that's what I'm saying. If I saw a Bigfoot and it wasn't acting vicious,
There-
I would not shoot
There
it.
would be people
What if you walked
protesting
up
for
and it wrecked
Bigfoot
your
rights.
shit right there.
I
They'd
would have
be
got my
marching
shit
for
wrecked by a
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
They'd be
My foot
there'd be
wasn't big
people
enough.
in the
This was bigger.
streets saying Bigfoot has rights too.
Yeah.
You know, and
He's got legal rights. We are in America.
I mean, he's not a bald eagle.
I much wondered about that. I was like, what would happen if you shot Bigfoot? Like, are you gonna get in trouble for it, or what? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
Are you going to be the one that
because
caught
theoretically,
Bigfoot?
it was endangered AF, and you murdered it.
Yeah.
You extincted that motherfucker.
Extincted.
Is
He
it
was
still
quite
extincted?
Is it still-
extinct.
They don't know that it actually
Extinct.
exists.
You extunked that motherfucker.
But is it
A
still
stump.
technically like the missing link? Are they calling it the missing link, or is it just like Bigfoot now?
I don't know.
There's so much
There's speculation
speculation.
that it's like a giant ape type species.
It's like the one
pe-
step before.
I don't know.
people.
I don't know. I'm
Have
not.
you done, like, a whole lot of research on Bigfoot?
No,
I have a
you just
Bigfoot
hear a lot
on
of
my
shit.
truck.
And I'm not trying to say I
I
even
love
believe
my
in Bigfoot,
Bigfoot.
but I'm not going to deny that there's not a possibility that something like that could exist.
I mean, if you think about it, there's so
Possible.
Has to see things to believe it.
there's so much lore in the world about all these mythical creatures like
Right.
vampires
I
and
mean, I've never
werewolves
seen the Loch Ness
And
Monster.
that have been
and-
around for thousands and thousands.
I would believe
of
in
years. There's
Bigfoot
no
more
way
than the Loch
there's
Ness
no
Monster.
truth to it.
Yeah, because yeah, there's like the Indians talked about it, the Native Americans rather. Let me be PC there, but like the Inuits talked about them.
Yeah.
There are several different, and even in different countries.
It's
and
like
it's like
it'd be,
there's a link there.
yeah, it'd
So
be
it's
a missing link.
plausible. I'm
But
gonna
no,
say
it'd
plausible.
be different though if like when we came to America, blah 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 blah, and the lore happened at the same time.
Mhm.
But there's lore of shit here that there was lore of shit overseas.
It's a shared lore.
in
Yes, that's what I'm
different time
saying. Is
periods.
like even
there's no way shit wasn't
the
real.
Chinese have a name for it as well.
Yeah.
For the Yeti and stuff like that, which they're saying that theoretically the Yeti and Bigfoot are just same thing, different regions.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, I'm not a Bigfoot believer. I ain't a Squatch hunter.
I believe
You know
in
what
the
I mean?
foot.
Well, there's Squatch out here, boy.
There's no foot too big or small for me.
I don't. But it's also one of those things. It's kind of like ghosts. Like I'm not saying I don't believe in ghosts, but I haven't really seen one. But I'm not saying they don't exist.
You don't let yourself see one. You know why?
I don't put myself in them situations, man.
scared.
You don't play with the
Don't come to
devil.
my house.
Yeah, our house is haunted.
You say you don't run.
I don't run from shit.
But ghost apparently.
My house.
What's it gonna do?
Spook you. Boo.
I look at myself. In the mirror. I look at myself in the mirror every day. I can't be scared of anything.
I'm already scared enough as it is.
Okay, y'all need to check this out. I found this morning, and it was hilarious. All right, if you're listening, you're not going to be able to see it, but you can look this up. The Edge, our local radio station here, the 100.3 The Edge, posted this. It was Brazilian gang leader disguises self as daughter in attempt to escape jail. So we're looking at what looks like a short female, right, wearing glasses, long hair, a Mickey Mouse shirt, capris.
I've seen Scooby-Doo.
And some sort of like kid's jacket. Very short statured, probably 5'2", 5'1". Looks like a. It looks like not to be racist, but it looks like an Asian type female.
Kind of looks like an elf, honestly.
Right? Even elvish. All right.
This is some white chick shit right now.
So they and flip flops too.
With
they pull the
Mickey
wig
Mouse
off.
Hat on, a shirt on.
They're what looks like making this girl undress, but this girl has massive biceps.
Soonerly, this girl is like just.
Oh
yoked.
no! Took the shirt off. Went through the trouble of putting the bra on. Now we're looking at a man's midsection. Very, very buff man.
Yeah, this. Is some
Now he's
Scooby-Doo shit.
peeling his face off. Still wearing the capris, by the way.
He should put, if he put more makeup on, he could.
And we're looking at a Brazilian man now. So this dude went through all the efforts to try to get out of jail.
Tilt.
And I'm not mad at him. Good try.
Honestly.
But it looked fake as hell, though.
Oh yeah.
So, but what
He
the?
could have gotten away with it though.
If it wasn't for those
But
damn
what for
meddling
those meddling
kids.
police officers? Gosh, and they're.
If he had just been a little bit quicker.
And they're talking dog.
But it looks so bad. And,
So you gotta move real quick so nobody can get a good look at you. All they see is the hair.
Is that Corey and Patrick right there?
It's not Corey.
that is
Patrick.
Corey and Patrick.
No wonder we get such shitty music.
Yeah, because they're both old, right?
No, like just the one on the Corey.
I know.
He looks like
I really don't
he's
want to
an
dog him.
auctioneer.
I really don't want to dog him live, but like, I'm gonna say this much: Patrick's a really funny guy. I've met him. He's cool. He's hip, and I'm gonna leave that topic alone after that.
Who says hip anymore?
Get the fuck out of here! Shut up. No, he's older than I am quite a bit.
Oh, sorry, by 2 years.
2 months older.
I feel like attacked right now.
Quite shook.
Oh God!
Go!
Oh, jeez.
Bam does not look good.
Oh, he's got Chucky.
Dude.
He's gotten chunky.
He looks
I thought you said he's
rough.
got Chucky. I was like,
Who the hell is
fucking
Chucky?
dog.
The next story I found, which I thought was kind of funny, because this is very much a karma story in my opinion. But Bam Margera was tweeting.
Publicly
day.
asked Dr. Phil for help. Families in shambles.
Yes.
I wonder why.
Bam Margera
Bam fucked up
pleading.
his family.
Have you not ever watched the
No,
show
I
Viva
have.
La Bam?
Yeah.
You put your family through some shit,
Blue House.
and now you need help because your
Even
family's
the bananas
fucked
were
up.
blue.
Why didn't he go to his brother? His brother's also famous.
I literally don't know who this man is.
You don't know who Bam Margera is?
You lived in Texas and you don't know who this guy is.
Jackass.
I never
Not
watched
you.
it,
I'm not
though.
calling you a jackass,
God.
No, I
but
thought
the
that
show.
was stupid.
How old are you again?
12.
How old are you again, Cheyenne?
22.
You're 22?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Well, this
okay.
was a show popular when I was a kid.
Okay, well, you're old, so that doesn't say much.
Okay, you need to go back
What
and
was
check
it?
it
What,
out.
what was it? Y2K or some shit like that?
1999 Y2K.
No, it was
Oh, I thought we were talking about they thought the world was going to end.
no.
Yeah, probably were too. I
There,
was like,
his
what
like
about it?
it wasn't called Jackass at the time. It was called something else.
Are you talking about the band?
No, when Bam and all his friends got together and they made a TV show, a movie. It wasn't Jackass yet at the time. It was something else.
There was a band.
No, it's not a band.
No, there was a band called like CKY,
CKY.
and they had some videos that they made, I believe. I could be way wrong on this, but like, and they were doing dumb shit like that.
CKY 2K?
Sure,
We're really getting in there, aren't we?
sure, maybe.
Are you tired?
Do you want me to look it up?
No.
Uh,
I'm just not moving enough.
The former Jackass star took to social media early Sunday morning with a pair of rambling videos and basically begging Phil to take his situation on, saying, Dr. Phil, I need your help in a big, big way. He explains that his family is in shambles, while adding that it's been worse than it's ever been ever. You think this is his attempt to get back into the fucking
Relevancy. To become relevant.
relevant again?
Do you remember when we went to the Little Rock Comic Con?
Yeah,
2
Bam
years
was
ago?
supposed to be there,
Yeah, he was,
and he was not there.
supposed to be there, and he wasn't
did not
even there.
find Bam at all.
Which I was even like, do you want to go meet Bam Margera, really?
That
Like,
chunky-
I remember when you used to be cool, bro. For doing nothing.
I remember when you used to be something.
You're fat now.
But did you know Dr. Phil doesn't even have a degree in
No.
anything?
What?
He's just a talk show host.
No, I think you've got the wrong guy.
Look it up. He does
Did
not
not know
have
that.
a. he
You've
does
got the
not-
wrong. I think you've got the wrong guy.
Dr.
because
Phil does not.
You don't
Dr.
ever talk shit
Phil
about
does
Dr.
not
Phil.
have a goddamn
You can
degree.
get fucked.
You can
You know what he
look
has
up
a
that
degree
motherfucker
in?
right now.
My heart.
He's got a PhD and a thick mustache, and that's about it.
That's not where I thought you were
That
going
man
with
is a national treasure. Fight me,
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Get
Listen
out.
here, son. You're just another cock and hen house, are you, er boy? You need some Texas tough love. He just tells it like it is because I love impersonating people, and Dr. Phil's
He
amazing.
just tells things how it is, and people call him a doctor for it.
What is happening right now?
You're thinking about somebody else. Let me finish this story before I correct you. Throw something at me. I thought you were ready to throw something at me. Bam says he disowned his mom. More on that later. But he can't stand his wife, Nikki, with who shares an 18-month-old son, Phoenix. He also says that if he separates with her, he believes she'll use custody battle bullshit. Blah, blah, blah.
So basically,
He
this
thinks-
isn't about the shit he's done to his actual family.
Well,
It's about his wife and his child.
you know, Bam then then it says Bam pivots to his mother April, saying that she's always negative and quick to cut people off a conversation to get her point across. That's a human flaw. Pretty much from what I can tell, Bam's life, from what I've been reading lately, has been going down the shitter. I know.
Well, okay. His uncle got
that's a-
arrested for
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, dude. Yeah, his uncle got in trouble for
pedophile.
like pedophilia type
Yeah,
stuff.
pedophilia.
Which he was, what was his name?
Phil.
Uncle. No, that's his dad. His dad's name was Phil. His uncle, crazy dude.
Other Phil.
Other Phil. Yeah, Phil too. Anyway, yeah, I mean, he was always kind of weird, but reality TV shit, dude. Even though their show was scripted as fuck, not Jackass. I mean, it was pseudo scripted, but
Bam was scripted.
Viva La Bam was
Yeah.
super scripted, and it was just, hey, I'm gonna torture my parents and get paid for it on TV, and then you're
I
worried,
loved when they.
and then your family's in shambles. It's like, come on, man. It's kind of.
He had his purple car and he took a chainsaw and made a sunroof for it.
I remember
Yeah.
that too.
Oh my God.
He had, it was a
Lamborghini or something.
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
It was
Yeah.
a Lamborghini,
A custom
Lamborghini.
and he literally took a chainsaw and cut a sunroof in it.
But apparently, Dr.
I bet he
Phil
wishes he
does
had that
have
car
a
now.
PhD in
He does?
psychology.
In psychology.
He was also a linebacker.
Don't you ever
It says
talk
Dr.
shit
Phil's
about Dr.
not
Phil.
a doctor, but he plays one on TV.
He's
Where'd you-
got
where'd
a
you
PhD
read that at?
in psychology.
Bullshit.com.
Google.
This is controversial. We should probably never talk about this again.
I will
Oh
defend.
no, it's coming.
I will defend Dr. Phil to the day I die. I'm gonna send you to the fucking ranch. You keep talking,
I
okay?
bet Dr. Phil would diagnose the fuck out of you.
I bet he would
And then you'd be
diagnose the fuck
shook.
out of you.
He could try. He could try. But he won't win.
Okay.
I would die on a ranch.
Even though he holds a doctor, he doesn't hold a doctorate in psychology, and
Even though he holds a doctorate
Oh.
in psychology,
Aha!
he is not a
So he
licensed
has a-
psychologist.
he has a doctorate, but that doesn't mean he has a PhD. I guess that means.
He's too
Well,
busy,
no.
doing TV.
You know what?
Growing a thick, full mustache.
All I know is he has the power to send you to the fucking ranch if you're bad, and
That's
I
if
think
you
you
consent
could have
to.
really done with the ranch trip.
Yes.
You could
Ranch.
have done with the ranch trip.
Have you not
would've
seen
punched-
the meme? Ranch.
He
Just
would
hit
have
the
punched the
button,
bus
ranch.
window out before he even got there.
You need to go to the ranch. You fucking degenerate.
I would have been running the ranch by the time I got done. Phil would have been in there.
You mean Bam?
No, Phil.
Doctor.
Dr. Phil?
Phil.
You mean doctor? Don't you take the doctor off his name. I know what you're doing, fucker. You take your hat off when you say his name. And that's a really close-up picture of Dr. Phil.
It's very uncomfortable.
We're going to see it all. You brought this one up.
Oh, yeah. This one's pretty fun. BBC Trending, a Chinese vlogger who used filter to look younger caught in live stream glitch. Basically, her filter, like basically Snapchat filter, broke while live streaming because this is the first time she's ever shown her face on live stream. And she would show her face if she got $5,000 that day. And so she ended up getting $5,000 that day. So she ended up getting a filter done.
Yeah.
And if you're like using Snapchat or something and you move too fast, it goes away. Well, that's kind of what happened. And everyone saw her real face. She turned out to be like a 53-year-old woman.
Incognito.
Yeah. And like people would just give her money because she had a hot voice.
Oh, she was only. What was she asking for? Like, a receipt gifts worth of 100,000 won, and so 11
yen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so like
yen.
she's basically the equivalent of like $11,000. Followers began to send her donations, with the largest reported to be 40,000 won, which is 5,000 and some change. However, at some point, it seemed that the filter being used by the vlogger stopped working, and her real face became visible to her viewers. She's reported
They were shooketh.
only when people signed up for Wow.
Chinese.
They said, wow,
She
many of
had
her original
more
followers,
shooketh
especially
than
men,
guy.
are said to have stopped following her and withdrawn their transactions after seeing her true identity. Oof.
They
Yeah.
didn't like me until I put on the mask.
Wow, that's man.
Wow.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, like,
Yeah, she was earning $450,000 a year
Oof. Big oof.
because no face, no nothing, just
because
talk.
of technology.
Yes.
Thanks, technology. Most commentators said her followers were gullible, superficial, and deserved to be tricked into parting with their cash gifts without first verifying her identity. Yeah, but also you duped a lot of people.
She catfished
Yeah.
them.
You duped a lot.
She
You
was a
kinda
live
you-
stream catfish.
Yeah, you virtually catfished a lot of people. And so, like, I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation, I
But
guess.
that goes to you don't have to give her money.
No.
You chose to give her money.
In other news, has technology gone too far?
Weibo users. I just saw Weibo in there, and I was like,
Weeaboo.
but
The IQ of the men throwing money at her.
wow. I don't know. That's kind of an interesting thing because, like, I mean, you got people that are probably lonely and wanting to donate money to somebody who's really good looking and really nice, but then the whole time they were lying to you about how they look. But then that makes you kind of a shit person for not liking them because of how they don't look or do look. So it's
Makes
like it's
you
a weird. There's a
shallow.
lot of duping and bad calls going on.
I mean, there's a lot of people go on Twitch and they're like, I'm going to go watch a hot girl play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's how.
I mean, if
It's
I'm gonna watch
really-
Twitch, I'm gonna watch a hot
It's
girl
really
play.
hot
And
when
so,
she
like,
uses
when-
her thumbs. It's fucking hot.
when she's on there
Calm down
and
over
she
there.
has.
Oh.
She,
Get a sweat, you know.
Oof.
she
Look
looks
at
like
that.
this.
Look at that.
You know, and she's playing a video game.
Well, it's a lot of hamburger meat over there.
It's actually kind of annoying.
If I
'cause,
gotta
like,
watch
they're never
somebody
gonna
play
see
video
me
games,
at the
I'd rather
bottom of
watch a
Twitch.
female.
They're gonna see this girl sucking at video games.
Get a boob job.
I did.
Tax
I work
write-off.
out.
Work out more.
Tax write-off.
Double
Boom.
D's.
It's for work.
I mean,
I need this for employment.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting though, because it's a weird take. Because like, yeah, she was lying to people about how she really looked, but then people quit following her because she doesn't look attractive. So it's like, well, who's fucked
does
up
China have their own live stream network?
here?
China has more than 425 live streamers, and the use of face filters is something that is common across the social platforms.
Yeah. Do they have their own unique one? Can you even get Twitch in China? I don't know.
No, you can. I know that.
Okay.
isn't China real strict about their internet laws, though?
Yeah, they're real strict on it, but they're able to play games.
They're super
able-
strict on it.
They
you are
don't
correct,
have. They're strict on some video games itself, but
though. Mhm.
like PUBG, they can play PUBG.
Yeah, but then there's a bunch of shit that they can't play. There's a bunch of things that they can't watch.
I don't think they can play Grand Theft Auto. They can't
It's-
play.
It's more because of
Call of Duty or anything. They can't.
It's
do
not
that.
it's not like a North Korean type thing. It's more of a national security type thing to China. Like to China, they don't want their shit to be broke into. So like they have like their own social media type stuff that's just unique to China because they don't want you to be able to get on there and shit like that. Oh, you're going.
They
I
China.
can't have Instagram. Fuck that.
They don't have some of the phones that we have. Like,
Ever use my Instagram?
Like
That's a good
Huawei.
question.
Huawei.
yeah,
Well, you can get a Huawei phone, but
you
Doesn't
have to
Aaron
order
have
it.
one?
Yeah, that's the new phone he has.
A what?
The
Huawei
new,
phone.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a very,
It's
very
Chinese phone.
large, very well-made phone
Yeah.
and phone company.
Large?
It's a big company over
It's a
there.
big company.
No,
Well,
it's
yeah,
a
I'm sure
big
you could
co-
buy.
It's like Apple them. Yeah.
I want you to look at
Fuck
this. Like
Android.
this is the before and after. Like that's her on the left. What she really looks like.
I wonder
And
how you get that filter. Can I
That's
get
a
that filter?
damn good filter because like I'm not trying to talk shit about the lady, but like they do not look like the same person.
And the
at
mouth
all.
is supposed to move at the same time she's moving.
I mean, it's like
Jesus.
some of them actually have such intense makeup skills that they'll
Yeah,
add
you see those videos
prosthetics.
having
That's
to their
true,
faces.
A
too.
lot of times they'll use tape
Yeah,
and like tape it here.
But
and they
that's
just
the
pull
thing.
it back.
they'll have like
This
prosthetic
wasn't
noses. and
this
shit.
wasn't a makeup thing.
I
This
know,
was
I know.
live
Oh,
video.
she should have done
They've
that.
though.
Yeah.
And then they'll use clay to reshape their nose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and like
but
by
like
the time they're done,
in a way, like even that's kind of like you know how all these Instagram models and stuff like that, like they look nothing like that. So it's like
all fake.
all visual catfishing.
It's all angles, lighting.
Like I look like
And
this when I
filters.
wake up, minus the hair. Actually, I look like I didn't do anything to my hair when I woke up. It stayed like this from this morning when I got
You,
cut.
you
I just
laid
got
like a
lucky.
Vampire.
I just got lucky. I look like a vampire.
Laid.
Laid like a
Just
vampire.
still,
Word. That's how I
That really
sleep.
wouldn't surprise me.
honestly.
Now I'm kind of creeped out.
You're over there.
I mean, you could be like Ivan and rotate.
But
yourself.
it's just it's such a
I
fucking
sleep
weird.
however I
It's
want.
it's a weird
know.
thing like that because like yeah, like you don't know what people really look like anymore.
I know what I look like, and it's ugly.
Shut the
Um,
fuck up.
So, moving on. What's next?
Mm-mm-mm.
Ooh.
Cast
I found
for the
this, yeah.
Halo Showtime television. Are they going to try this again?
This is almost video game news, but not quite. So I left it on the front end because
How many Halo?
it's been talked about over and over again since in the annals of history.
We've talked about on the
Annals.
podcast about who they could play as Master
We have.
Chief and
But apparently,
Terry Crews.
yeah, someone different.
Showtime apparently is going to try to pull it off.
Oh, bring this up while you're reading. Dave Bautista and Terry Crews did talk about making a Gears of War series.
Yeah, Terry Crews popped in on that too. Well,
Uh-huh.
we saw that last week, and you were like, "You fucking called it."
Yep.
So that'll be cool if they actually try to do it. So,
With Terry Crews probably backing it up, that probably could happen.
I don't recognize any of these names.
Well, that's
But-
the thing. When anytime they make a
But
Halo
here's a big one
series-
though.
Steven Spielberg.
Okay, if he produces it, it might be better. But anytime they do a Halo series, no good actors, no name actors, and it always gets pushed away to the side.
It does. It's I don't know why because I don't know why you got great source material to pull
Yes.
from. So I don't know why you don't. But apparently
And-
it will be produced by Steven Spielberg.
Is he gonna? I hope he goes off the books.
It's been in many
He
years in
should.
development hell. But
Is taking the role. Soren 66. The character is the best. Oh, I read that wrong. The character is the form. The short story Para from Halo Evolution Essentials tells. That's the book.
So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not trying to look too far into this because this is not the first time we've read news like this in the last 10, 15 years. So, you know,
Finally, we have 3 Spartan soldiers created for the series. Bentley Kalu plays Vanke 134, who is Master Chief's deputy. Natasha,
Kolzak.
I was going to read it.
That's not-
Riz 28, a focused, professional, and deadly, next to the Master Chief's deputy. Kate Kennedy, K125. Why do they all give the Master Chief's numbers? Like,
I don't know.
that was weird. An all-new, courageous, curious, and deadly Spartan super soldier.
It's
Did any of
set
y'all
to
ever
it's Halo is what it should be called. Strap Halo is set to premiere in the first quarter of 2021, but we'll see if we get that far because all this news basically is just kind of early on bullshit.
Did any of y'all ever watch Red vs. Blue?
Oh yeah.
That's the only series we need.
Well, there was a couple good animated movies, like CG movies that come out that were really, really good. So, I don't know. We'll see. We keep getting like let down horribly with all this shit. So, do you want to go to Florida for a minute?
We can.
This week in Florida?
Florida man sells burnt house as is on the market Zillow for $99,000. That's a good fucking price
For a burnt house.
That's a hell of a steal deal. That's Florida
No.
property too.
3-bedroom, 3-bath.
In St. Petersburg. I've been to St.
1,200
Petersburg.
square
It's
feet.
gorgeous
Hey,
there.
I wish I got that house. Time to move to Florida.
7,580 views. Probably more now.
I like my house crispy.
Literally, the picture. If you're listening, they literally took a Zillow screen cap of the listing for this house, with the front of the house on fire,
I love that.
and just casually described the house. This 1,280 square foot single family home has 3 bedrooms and 3 baths.
I wonder
Is
if we can-
located at blah 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 St. Petersburg, Florida.
I wonder if we can look up that address and if it's still on the market.
I wonder if the last picture was the house
742.
I don't
fully
want
burnt.
to say it out loud, but they can read it right.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 742 Southwest Boulevard.
I wonder what's going to happen. Someone's going to go to a burnt house.
I mean, it might not even be there anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Southwest Boulevard, North St. Petersburg.
What if it's an always burning house? Like, you get
Florida.
to buy it, but it's always
That's
built.
that house
it's always
is
built.
superpower, always on fire.
It's an unlockable skill.
We'd have lit house parties.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Ah.
Only 2 pictures.
Yeah, before and after.
No. It's like the front of the house and then,
Quit touching.
Did you really find the listing?
yeah, and then a street view of it. Like,
Is it on fire on the street?
I don't think
Get
so.
out of here. Go home.
No, it's a different picture than the one I'm looking at right now, though, of the house on fire.
The house of your dreams is available in St. Petersburg because somebody else ended up a
Should
fiery
we
night.
message the agent?
Put in an offer for $10.
Estimated payment $400.
A real estate agent posted it.
Yeah, a real estate agent in St. Pete posted a house for sale with a photo of a fire
Oh,
destroying as seen on the sofa.
Wow.
That's honestly
does
like
it-
god tier
okay.
shit posting,
it
and I
says
respect it. I respect the fuck out of that.
Okay, this is the listing. Cheyenne gave me the listing. He just handed it to me. Hot take here. Bring your s'mores to the campfire and build your dream home. 46 by 120 foot lot zone. This property has been ordered from the city to be demolished and is being sold for land value. The current house on the property was heavily damaged in a fire. Located in a nice, quiet area surrounding all residential. A lot of expensive home in this neighborhood. That's bad wording. You can't find a better lot.
Expensive homes.
There's not too many lot available in this area. Wow, they speak great. They speak good
Honestly,
English.
Florida.
Like I said,
It is Florida.
that was a shit poster.
Okay,
That
so
has
the house
been
is
real estate
scheduled to be demolished and the
qualified.
area is being sold for land value. So really, what they're only doing, they're selling the lot.
Yeah.
It's just they're showing the house burning down on the lot, which is not a very appealing. You're gonna
love
get
it.
some attention.
Yeah,
I
no, it
love
got
it.
attention.
I mean-
7,000. How many?
47,120 views, 382 saves, and it's only been on there for 6 days.
I love it.
Yeah, see, like
That's
the numbers we're looking at are
ridiculous.
way lower than that. So that I mean,
Are
yeah,
they? What's
obviously,
going on there?
like on here it's only on for
7,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
for 2 days, 7,000 and then 133
Well,
saves.
it's gone up by 40,000.
I love it.
So you know
Wow.
Past 4 days.
that's marketing if I've
That's
ever seen
marketing.
it.
10,000 a day.
Wow.
That real estate agent knew what the fuck he was doing, or
Yeah.
she, whoever it was. But that's still awesome if you're sitting there on Zillow. If you're sitting there on Zillow and you're thumbing through,
And you want a place in Florida.
and,
Cheap suits.
and you see just a burning house, so it's kind of like, what the fuck is this? And then the next thing you know, you're fucking in there like that.
We
so
gotta go to Tyler.
It was sold in 2006 for 88,000.
Oh, so it went up a little bit. That's always good.
How did it go up and there's no fucking property there?
It was probably wasn't burned yet.
If St. Petersburg is right next to the beach, so it's like it's probably high value property is what it is.
You're buying burnt ground.
Right next to the beach, couldn't put the fire out with the ocean. How stupid.
Yeah.
You know, they probably should report
Irresponsible.
gasoline on it.
You know?
You're
right.
That Fortnite player won $3 million. We're not in video game news yet, but I think it's something to say that a kid playing video games who's
How old
16
was he?
years old
16.
just won $3 million.
You know
In a
what?
Fortnite
You know what?
tournament.
That ain't shit because that little 6-year-old kid is a millionaire every year.
The one who
Because
refused toys.
He opens up a toy every day.
That
True.
parent,
Doing that.
the parents of that child knew what the fuck they were doing.
But your parents always told you would never amount to anything playing
He
video
gets
games.
toys
And
for
now you can make
free.
money doing
Yeah,
it.
but he's being used.
He gets toys.
How old?
So,
Yeah, he's about 7 or 8.
What is his name?
I
What's
don't-
the kid that you're
Ryan?
talking about?
Ryan.
why do you
Ryan.
know this?
Ryan with an R. Because you
Kids
can buy
in
his
the
toys in Walmart.
Did they
I don't
watch
know.
the
I think
videos?
it's fucked up.
Oh no.
It's very interesting.
I said I think it's fucked up. I don't think you should put your child on social media at such a young age just to make a shit ton of money off of them because that's all they're doing.
I mean, I agree with you because it is kind of very
Like, it'll
interesting.
pay for his college, it'll pay for his future houses, and that's great. But they're using him, and that's not okay. I
Yeah,
feel like it's gonna ruin his childhood.
it could. I mean, you never really know the result of this because this is a very new
Maybe.
media market.
He's playing
you know.
with toys
But
Yeah,
as a child.
on social media.
I don't
And
think he's going to be
getting paid.
40 years
my
old.
thing is,
doing
what's
the
going to
same
happen when he
shit.
turns 13? How
He's not.
relevant your channel
I
going to
mean,
be?
that's my thing. Is the
Is-
channel's not going to be around forever.
No.
Everything dies.
You know. So it's like everything. Thanks, Ivan. You just ruined my life. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everything dies. Everything you know and
That-
love.
I mean,
Everything
I'm
you hold
saying the
dear.
same thing,
dead.
Everything that we
You're right.
we care about is going to be gone eventually.
Well, yeah, to take a macabre turn, yes, you're correct. But like, my thing is like, I mean, like that whole thing of him being young and opening toys is only going to last so long.
He has Christmas
But-
every day.
Here's a good thing, from
Oh,
what I've
and a lot of
understand and
it-
heard, is like they've made a giant
He has
nest
a-
egg for him.
Not only that,
For
I would hope so.
well,
he
yeah,
has a Hulu channel. He has a Netflix channel.
he has a Hulu.
Yes.
Oh God, now I do hate him.
But on the Hulu and Netflix channel, they go out and about and do things that he's not opening up toys. He's
Yeah.
going to like museums, Comic Con.
So they made it to like a
that.
vlog and stuff like that.
Yes.
I
Oh,
don't
you
like
know,
it. I think it's weird.
I mean,
It's a weird-
if I was brave enough to do a live vlog every day of my life, I would do it.
I know that.
As an adult, though, I don't think children need to be on social media in that sense.
We're getting into morality thing now.
Yes. it is
well,
a moral thing.
For you, some people might be different.
Okay, and that's fine for other people.
Honestly, if I had started,
Well,
a
we're also
vlog
getting
at his
into a new
age,
day and age where it's
Everything-
This
on
is
social
all
media.
uncharted.
I get
This
that,
is
but
all
it's-
uncharted territory.
I don't.
It's all uncharted, so we don't know the ramifications of all this yet. It could be good, it could be
Yeah,
bad.
but think about like kids who grew up as actors and actresses. That's essentially what they're doing. It's
And some of
just-
them don't even do it now.
Well, I'm talking about the way that they were traumatized. It's essentially what these children on YouTube are doing, just with different terms.
I wouldn't be traumatized by opening toys and getting
You don't
money.
know that though, because they've got managers and they've got all these different people that they have to go through.
I mean,
So I don't,
Yes.
I,
You don't
you
know
know,
what's going on with it.
we're not 100% sure, to be honest with you, yet. So, I mean, we don't know the ramifications of what this is going to do. But I will say that, like, it could be good, it could be bad. Honestly, I don't know.
disgusting.
We don't know yet. I do think it's very strange that somebody can make that much money by opening up fucking toys all day. But at the same time, I've got friends that have kids that watch him opening up toys because they like it. Because who doesn't like opening up toys when you're a kid? It's awesome. Everybody wants to open up toys and play with toys when you're a kid. It's kind of weird that you're watching other people do it, but we can't say shit because we watch other people play video games all the time.
yeah.
Hell, hopefully people watch us play video games because there's something about it. Now,
Nobody
exploiting a
ever
child,
watches
I do agree with you that to a degree, but because I'm like, man, it really sucks that parent doesn't have to do anything but get their kids toys and record it, and they're making money off of it.
Well, not even
an
just
incredible
that, though.
amount of money off of
There's
it.
a huge thing going on with YouTube, with like family YouTube channels and bloggers,
Mm-hmm.
where the comments, YouTube is having to disable comments
Yep.
because there's predators on there that
Yes.
are going
You're-
out just to specifically find these channels, and I would never subject my child to that. That
Yes. That you are correct there because
Would you
there's
subject me
there-
to that?
yes.
There's been a big
Hi,
issue with like the YouTube kids and stuff like that, and then what do you call them, pedophiles and whatnot, targeting the comments and stuff like that, and it's an issue definitely. But like I said, we're in very much uncharted territory, so you kind of have to evolve with all this stuff, and we don't know the ramifications of some of it, of all this, the social media, everything. So anyway, but
he would be a Tyler. You know.
This is more video game news. We'll save that in just a second.
That's video
Same
game
thing
news.
With that. Before we get into video game news, we need to get into the fact that we never plug our shit on here ever. So we need to plug our shit. And what I mean by plug our shit is we need to talk about the places you can help us out. We are on all the social medias. The Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter, as TurboMagnum Gaming. Please do us a favor. Get on there, like it, subscribe. We're on YouTube as well, so like, subscribe. The YouTube's been slacking. We all know that. We've been working on that. We had a video that was supposed to go up a few weeks ago, but never went up.
I wonder why.
I don't know. Because of that piece of shit down there.
But anyway,
died.
Yeah, look us up on the Patreon at TurboMagnum Space Gaming.
Yes, that's TurboMagnum and then a space and then gaming.
Gaming.
We have 3 different tiers. Ivan.
We're still working on the tiers because it's still all new to us. Because Patreon's a little weird, and you have to set tiers or however you want it, subscribing pretty much. We could also work on a PayPal for one-time donations.
Yes, we do need to set something like that up if anybody's interested in ever doing that.
But yeah, Patreon is a monthly subscription. We have a $1 one. We need a $5 one, but it's $1, $10, $25 one, and
we're working on things for that too. By the way,
what you get from it, why you get it.
Yeah, like we're working on getting shirts made right now. I've been kind of working on that, talking to the guys about what shirts we want, and debating on what we want on them. But like we do have like our one.
We do have stickers right now.
We have a couple, and we're going to get more. So, like, we're definitely going to throw stickers in there to probably the $10 and up.
Yeah.
There's some light descriptions on there of, like, if you want to ask us any questions, we'll,
and if you want to email us and donate, like, $10 million, we'll...
If you want to sponsor us, Bang or Red Bull or, Playboy or anything like that. If anybody wants to sponsor us, give us some money or something like that, we'll take it. But again, that Patreon is TurboMagnum Space Gaming.
Instagram and
if
Facebook
you do the we have one person that is a Patreon subscriber at the $25 level right now, and you will be getting all of the stuff before anybody right now. We just haven't got all the stuff yet. We got a few stickers in that I did as a test run to see if I liked them or not. I think they're pretty nice, so we might roll with those. Some vinyl stickers. We're working on the shirts. If you subscribe now, we will get you something. It might not be immediate, but it will come because we are working on it. It's just, we work a lot. We do this when we can. We're trying to stretch ourselves very thin, and we're doing the best we can. But we promise that if you do support us, we will take care of you. I'm a man of my fucking word, and I mean that. And I appreciate that, and I love you. And we're going to try to do better on the fucking YouTube. We're going to do best. I mean, I've been wanting to get videos up. We haven't really been getting a lot of videos up, so we're going to try to do better on that. But, yeah. What's the email? I forget.
TurboMagnumGaming at gmail.com.
That's TurboMagnumGaming at gmail.com. If you just want to drop us a question, maybe you want to ask something about us, like what's Ivan's favorite hat, or, what's our favorite video game, or if you want to ask us a question, throw it at us. We'll answer them for you, or tell us we're doing a horrible job. I don't care. Tell me something. Tell me something good. All right, time to get into video games.
You got any news?
Drop.
No, you don't have any news? What you got over there, bud?
I think it's a rumor, a supposed leak and or Easter egg from Rockstar about the potential of Bully 2.
Go on.
What'd you find out?
Okay, so
Type it up.
Rockstar, as we all know, finally dropped the long-awaited I'm gonna say DLC / update for the GTA 5 casino, and
Yep.
apparently in the casino, you can upgrade a penthouse or whatever, and you've got a bunch of options, wall decor, blah blah blah, all kinds of shit. But apparently, some people found a poster that said it was the school motto in Bully, which is Latin.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I'm Googling. My thumbs can only type so
I
quick.
could have done it for you, but that's fine.
I would have got it done faster. So
You want to
Fat
type
typing
down
o-
right now, bro?
Typing.
I'm already.
You want to
pulled it
type
up.
down right now, bro? We'll
You're
type down right now, bro.
I've already found it. You're
I
behind.
know. I've been typing like
But
shit.
apparently, the poster says Canis Canum Edit, which is Latin for dog eat dog, and just so happens to be the Bullsworth Academy motto.
That's a horrible model for a school.
But the way it worked overseas in the Europes, they actually changed the name of Bully because they didn't want to incite violence with it. Because
How are you gonna have Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
But
know.
that's besides the point.
It's also interesting though, because like thinking about the concept of a game like Bully nowadays is
Yes.
kind of wild.
I think
Yeah.
they're gonna have anti-bullying in the game if they do come out.
Well, even in the game, 'cause
Like-
I played the shit out of that game. They're really
It was
you're a bully, but
It was
you're
comical.
bullying the bullies.
It's comical.
Right. I mean,
It
you
was
would
a
kind of
very
be
comical
you were
game.
kind of an asshole to other kids.
Yeah,
But like you didn't
But
just
those kids were just clique leader assholes too.
But like you, most of the time you were fighting like dudes that were like bigger and meaner and
Yeah.
and like
And
yeah,
in the
cliques,
end, you
so.
just pretty much become the head leader of all the different cliques and
Yeah.
put those assholes in their place and just kind of like fight the main dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can understand the violence aspect of it, but you had a potato gun and
Yeah.
a
Slingshot.
bottle rocket
Yeah.
launcher.
Couldn't you get spitball?
I think so. I feel like
I
you
feel like
could.
at the beginning you had spitball wads.
But from the rumored leak or whatever, it's supposed to take place at a university now.
So you're in college. So
the
you're a little more
main
adult.
protagonist is older.
Okay.
And
That's the only thing
they
is like
need
you don't want to market like bullying the kids in any
Yeah.
way, shape, or form. So like
especially nowadays.
yeah. So I was interested to see how they would take on a new
Yeah.
bully because
They're
you got to be
working
careful.
their way up to where he's adult, and then he gets into Grand Theft Auto.
Perfect.
Are you sure?
No, that's my theory.
No, that's just
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That would actually be an interesting take.
yeah.
But then that would be like, I don't know. That'd be interesting. That would be kind of cool to see how that would work out. But
Either way, I'm excited because I played the shit out of that game.
I didn't really
I
care
liked
for it. Like I played all the Grand Theft Autos, and then they come out with Bully. I was like, oh, it's kind of like Grand Theft. No, it's not.
No,
No,
it's
And I was like,
it's more
eh.
comical. It's
it was on the
childish.
GameCube. If that tells you anything.
Yeah.
It was
So.
released for PlayStation 2, I believe, and then
yeah, PlayStation
remastered.
2.
Because I looked it up, and they
Xbox?
released a remastered version of it last year
They did.
for Xbox 360, which I don't know why you'd have one of those still,
I have like
and
3 of
Xbox
them,
One
but I don't-
compatible. So it only leads me to believe, like, why would you remaster a game
Ooh,
if you're not going to come out with a second one soon? Like, why would you wait to have it on the next-gen consoles if you're not going to produce something? But they said the rumor release date was going to be in 2021, so we'll see. You know how leaks are and rumors, 90% of the time, they're not true.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see for sure. But I don't
Right.
know. It's like you got to be really tactical about how you produce a game called Bully
Yeah.
in 2019 because everybody's going to get their feelings fucking hurt.
This one's going to be
But
called Golden Rule.
Rockstar is also a company that is known for not giving a fuck about your
Yes.
feelings. So,
But-
which I appreciates that about them. If I had to be honest, because
Yeah.
it's like we're going to make what we want to make that we think people will like.
Yeah.
Because people will play this game. Other people who don't play this game might not like it, but our customer will like the game.
Yeah.
Kind
I
of like the
enjoyed
same
it.
concept of Grand Theft Auto. Oh, it's so violent. Well, we're not selling it to anybody but people who want to play it, and there's millions of people that play it.
and that's
So-
honestly how video game makers need to look at things. Is we're making a game for these people, not these people.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you don't want to play it, don't play it.
Exactly.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
who the fuck would want to play Assassin's Creed?
Fuck you. First of all, that's all I would play.
I used to play Assassin's Creed.
But the way I see it, it's like, Grand Theft Auto. I've never gone out and stole a car
No.
from playing it. But in that game,
It's fun
I'm
to do it in the
wrecking your
game.
shit.
Not gonna do that shit in real life.
No,
Fuck
I'm not
that.
gonna hijack a plane and
No.
then fly it into, let's just say, the
But
middle
if
of
you
the ocean
could-
to see what would happen.
If you could, would you?
No,
No.
it requires math, and I am illiterate.
It is way easier to get away from the police in a video game, and even then, it's
It's
not
way
that
easier
easy.
to get far away from the police in a plane.
In
Just
real life
fly.
or in a
In real
game?
life, if you knew how to fly a plane and you're getting run chased by the cops, plane right there.
You
Why
know,
the fuck
nowadays, if you steal a plane, they're sending jets after your ass real fucking fast, homie.
They're gonna
They're
pull
gonna
me over
scuttle.
in the sky.
They're scuttling ships, brud.
Brud.
not?
Bread.
Bread.
Blood. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so tired. My brain is
But
not.
talking about Bully and where they found the Easter egg is the GTA Online new casino update.
And
Yes.
what's crazy about this new update?
Is that is inaccessible to more than 50 countries.
Because of what?
Gambling laws.
Gambling in video games. Here we go again. Reset the clock. We are
Because
back.
you are able to put your money into the game, and then you will take that money and go gamble in a video game where you don't get anything back.
Content, essentially, if you
Yes.
want to call like new cars and new
can get
houses
You can
content.
get the in-game money back,
Mhm.
or more even.
Good old fashioned microtransactions.
I mean, it's honestly like this equates to the most gambling of gambling you've ever
Yes,
seen
this is
because
Yeah.
Gambling.
you are literally. This is like the equivalent of going to a real casino now. I know that sounds like a stretch,
Yes.
and I'm not trying to talk shit about them because to me, I don't care. Do what you want, but literally, you buy like your shark cards, which is currency that you spend in the Microsoft store. You take that to your game,
And-
Grand Theft Auto, and then you can buy in-game money that you can then gamble with cards.
Now, I can see
so it's
this-
like you do that at a casino. You take your cash, you walk up, you take your cash. You do what? You turn them into chips
Yeah.
that you use at that casino and
Which,
play cards. so
honestly,
it's very similar. I hate to say it,
the
very
fact
fucking
that this
similar.
is just now controversial when this is not the first time Rockstar's done it. Red Dead 2 Online, just like before they released this DLC, they had gambling. They
Mhm.
had poker, they added blackjack, and you can buy gold or whatever in game and play poker and shit with it.
But
so I don't
my-
understand
my
why this is a
thing-
big deal now.
My thing is, this could also be more of a, okay, a 10-year-old playing blackjack now. When he turns 21, he's going to take all his money. 'cause he
Develop a
because,
habit.
because he thinks he's good at blackjack now. He's going to go to a casino and waste all his fucking money that he saved up.
I call that life. That's a
Yeah.
life lesson. You're gonna learn real quick. It's
Yeah.
not the same.
I've never even bought a scratch off
No,
ever. We know.
addicted to gambling right here. Boom.
Boom. Exhibit A.
Send her to the ranch. Ranch. No, I mean like. Let's be honest here. What's Grand Theft Auto rated?
R. M for mature.
M for mature, which is 17 and up.
Yes.
And
Granted,
10-year-old
you
doesn't
can't.
need to be-
Granted, you can't
like-
gamble till you're
21.
21.
Or is it
Wait.
18?
21 is
21 at
21.
casinos, but lottery tickets and shit, you can be
Yeah.
18.
Okay,
Buy a
that's
lottery
right.
ticket at 18, but
When
you
you're
can't
32,
get
this
it.
doesn't matter to you.
Right.
Old ass guy.
But even still, the game is not marketed to kids.
No,
It's
it
not.
never has been.
If you're letting your kids play it, that's your fault.
I mean, think about it. Like San Andreas had that hot coffee mission that they banned because it was considered pornography. I don't know if you remember, but
Oh
when
my
you
God.
go on a
I
date,
played that game fully, but I
Yeah.
do not remember
they
what you're
removed
talking
it
about.
from the game because it's the more morality side of it. They didn't want people playing because you would go on a date with some girl and she'd invite you in for hot coffee.
Oh
and
God,
it's a
that's the
mini
worst
game,
thing they had back then, though.
A mini
Has
game
any
where
of these
you
people
control.
played God of War 1, 2, or 3?
That's
Oh,
that's
God,
exactly
yeah.
what it was. You had to do specific key sequences to achieve the final goal.
But here's the common thing, though.
they took it out.
What I said doesn't change, though. All of those games, the games you named, that game, all rated what? M for mature.
M for
mature.
mature.
And you know what the problem is? And I'm going to tell you straight up, and this is why we shouldn't even be having these conversations, to be honest with you, is because I understand your loot boxes for your Battle Royales that are all rated, like, low. Like
E.
Y7
E for
or
everyone.
E or
Yeah.
everyone, right? I understand it not being in there. But a game like this, for example, it's rated M for mature, for adults. This game is not
Because
for kids.
blood, gore, nudity.
Yeah.
And gambling now. That's probably the least of the bad things there.
Would keep a better eye out on their kids, we wouldn't have this problem.
Exactly.
When I worked at a video game store, I had parents come in there with their 10, 11, 12-year-old kids.
You got to explain to the parents what this game is.
They would walk up to the counter with Grand Theft Auto 4, and I would be like, you are aware that you can literally pick up and murder hookers in this game.
I remember.
I
being
literally told that to
actually.
somebody, and she was like, I don't care.
Ah.
I was like, okay.
Little Jimmy.
I mean, that's
wants
all.
to
I mean,
murder
I have to tell you that if you're as an adult or walking up to buy the game, and I know you're going to buy it for your child, I'll tell you, look, this game is not for kids. And I've literally
I've had my nephew message me and was like, hey, can I play Grand Theft Auto yet? I'm
No.
like, no.
no, you can't.
can't.
sister used to
And my
ask me
sister-
that, and she was like, she wasn't even 10 at the time, and I was like, fuck no.
No, you
No,
don't let them.
you don't.
You know,
Like,
but there's a lot of parents that don't care because they just look at it as a silly little video game. And I try to explain, no, some of these games are not made for kids. They're not, and they
don't
shouldn't
have
be.
the
But
right, like their brain hasn't developed enough to fully
No.
understand that it's just a game.
you
Yeah.
got shit that going on that's worse than some movies. You know,
I haven't.
and
Yeah,
worried.
okay, Grand Theft Auto might just be a game, but that shit actually happens.
Well,
In
yeah,
real life.
but
Yeah.
like these kids are going to play these games and then think that it's okay, and that's all on the parents.
Well,
because
and
they
it's-
don't teach their kids.
it's the same way of like letting a kid watch like an 11-year-old watch like a really bad rated R movie.
Right.
Like let your 11 or 12-year-old watch Scarface. You know what I mean?
All the cocaine.
All the cocaine, drugs, and
Please.
murder, and and chainsaws in a bathroom, the whole nine. You don't do that. I mean, you shouldn't, but some parents don't give a fuck. Same
I
thing with
honestly
this.
Forgot about ratings on video games. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
at
we don't-
getting
you don't have to
older,
worry
like,
about
you
it
don't
anymore.
Realize like
Oh,
this shit has a warning.
It's
label.
something
I
that-
don't
that's-
know.
much.
I always look at the ratings before I buy a game because if it's rated like T for teen, I'm not fucking playing it.
No.
Well, okay, here's like, if you have an Xbox or PlayStation or what is it, a Switch,
I want one. So
you can just, if your credit card is, if it's not password protected and you have your credit card on there, sorry, I had a seizure. You can just go buy the games.
Yeah.
Like I was at work one time and my nephew bought like 5 fucking games.
He did.
All brand new games, $50 games, just back
He
to back
did.
to back to back
Oh
to back
my
to back.
God.
That's
I
back
would've
when
been
you were living with
pissed.
your sister,
Yeah.
and your nephew went in there playing your Xbox and went to the store and just went nuts, bought all them games.
All
And there were games that you didn't want to play at all.
They're all Lego games.
Oh,
Every single
no.
Lego
He bought
game.
all the
He
Lego
went through
games.
All the Lego games. I want this one. I want this one. This one.
Racked
And
up a couple $100.
so like at that point, like if you're not paying attention to your kid, he's downloading all these games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. They want to point fingers at the developers. They want to point fingers at all these studios and stuff. Like,
Something
there's
wrong.
ratings on the games. They come up with a rating system back when Mortal Kombat first come out because of this.
It's just a blame game at the end.
But yeah, so now we've done our part. We make this game for this audience, adults or teens,
And
if
it's
you
just
let
telling
your-
why it's rated that.
and the store cannot sell that to your child. You have to buy it,
Yep.
and if you buy it and sell it to your child, the blame's on you.
That's like me buying cigarettes for Cheyenne, because Cheyenne's a minor now.
I knew it.
I get where you're going with
You're
this,
pretty
but yes.
Well, no,
Oh,
they
so-
raised they raised the limit on drinking and buying cigarettes.
Well, if you're grandfathered in, like if you already,
Yeah, but I'm 22, so either way. I can
You
still
barely
buy
made it.
cigarettes.
You
Just
barely
barely
made it.
but no,
Jeez,
like
barely
if,
buy
if you are
alcohol.
already what was it 21?
Yeah,
If you're already 21, it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
anything below that, you're fucked. So
Sucks to be Gabby.
You know,
it's not my problem because I'm old.
I don't know. It's
Gabby's not even 18.
She's
it's
like 5.
it's
Sucks to be her.
But I mean, essentially, what they did here, to get back to the article a little bit, is they banned them in a bunch of countries because it's considered gambling. But then again, like if you're of legal gambling age or an adult, it's your fucking money, man. You know, if you're letting kids, if you're buying your kids shark cards for a game they shouldn't be playing in the first place, then you're putting the cart way before the horse here, and you're the problem. So. I don't know. It's an very interesting times we're in when it comes to this. We just keep getting back to this loot game shit. It's a hot topic, and it's going to become a problem. You know, it really is.
Gadget.
Moving right along. Oh, we already talked about that. I put that on the front half of that.
Want to talk about Tyler? Little Tyler?
I can't stand this dude. I can't even stand this dude right now.
It doesn't even matter.
No. This dude's
doesn't
leaving
even
Twitch.
It's not
Thank
even
God.
matters.
Tyler Ninja Blevins to leave Twitch to stream exclusively on Mixer.
Okay.
They cut this dude a deal. I know they did.
No, it's not. It's not even that.
They didn't.
They could have cut him a deal like, hey, bring us more viewers on Mixer, help us out. But he was also losing his views on Twitch because he wasn't the hottest new Twitch star anymore.
Honestly, I never once questioned the fact that his name wasn't Ninja. Like, I never once thought in my head, like, this motherfucker's got a normal person name. His name
Congratulations
is Ninja.
on your son, ma'am. What would you like to call him?
Ninja.
I shall call him Ninja.
No first, no last,
Just
no middle.
Ninja.
Just Ninja.
Well, he's from Cloud9, I think, which is a gaming team.
Yeah.
And that was his gaming name is Ninja.
Cloud9 is also a YouTube team.
Making $1 million a month is what he was pulling in at one point at the height of his career.
Bless.
Yeah.
These people make me feel worthless. Like,
Yeah,
I work my
he
ass
wasn't
off,
it-
and they just play video games.
Okay, I brought this up, I think, on the first or second podcast that we ever did, is he was the top Twitch star.
Yeah.
Number one. And the next month, he was like number 8.
Well, apparently there was a bidding war to try to pull him. From what this says, a source from Twitch confirms that earlier in the year, a bidding war for Ninja began among Twitch, YouTube Gaming, and Mixer, with numbers discussed ranging $50 million to $100 million. I don't think you're worth $50, to be honest with you, dude. But
No.
I think he's a douchebag. I've watched.
Yeah, his name is Tyler.
Good point.
Touche.
Tyler is Diet Kyle.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
Honestly.
It is.
It's not even
Like,
brand name.
I'm pretty sure he got mad on stream that he had to get off the game to go clean his house because his wife is going to be mad at him.
What a-
Taylor with me.
What a Tyler.
I don't know. My also thing is, like, if I'm bringing in $1 million a month,
I'm happy.
Why don't
trying-
you have a maid for
That's
one
what I'm
goddamn
saying.
first
reason?
off, I'd have a maid, and second off,
Come on, Taylor.
I make $1
step up.
million a month, and you want me to get off to clean? Like,
This
we
is
can
how I
You want to get
definitely-
off my job.
We can
to
definitely
to help
worry
you
about
put-
this later, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to say you need to do your part in the household no matter how much money you make, but
I would have a live-in
I'm
maid and
making
cook.
us hundreds. I'm making thousands of dollars right now with you bitching at me not cleaning the house. It's kind of interesting.
Mom said I have to go clean my room. That's basically what I see him as
a tantrum.
a tantrum child.
Oh yeah, I mean I've.
Picturing that Vine where he's on the phone. He's like, no head, and he slams his phone into the ground.
And breaks a skateboard.
I've
Oh yeah.
I've seen him do some really just kind of scummy shit before on stream, and I'm just like, I don't know.
It's the sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
I can't stand entitled people.
So his name's Tyler. He dyes his hair,
Diet
and
chat.
he's a diet
Slash Kyle.
chad. But that's just my personal take. You might love Ninja. That's up to you. That's fine. I'm not here to judge you.
The only ninja I love is Naruto Uzumaki.
The only ninja I love are the Ninja Turtles. Or Ricky Maru from Tenchu.
I'm liking Demon Slayer right now. So
I haven't watched it yet.
I like
pretty
you right now.
Are there
bud.
ninjas and
Samurai.
demons? Samurai's not the same thing as a ninja.
Samurai turned into ninjas later.
That's very iffy. Anyway, so apparently he's going to Mixer. Mixer's trying its best, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
they had a large conference for this motherfucker to announce that he's going to Mixer. I'm like,
Bye.
does it fucking matter?
yeah.
Did you have to do a whole conference for this?
He's important.
Notify
No,
the
he's
press.
fucking
I'm
not.
leaving.
He is.
I mean, he's still like the 10-year-olds love him. So, you know,
Fucking
are you
Fortnite.
know Ninja? You like Ninja?
I hate
You watch Ninja?
The fact that
The only streamer that matters is Doc, the doctor.
Shroud's pretty alright.
the fact that
Shroud's
we have
good.
Shroud's good. I like
He's
Shroud.
boring, but he's good.
Yeah.
But he's not
Become-
electric. As a 6'8" machine, 2-time back-to-back blockbuster video game champion. What's up?
Anyways, the fact that we as a people have began watching other people do things for enjoyment
Our whole life
Yep.
is boring. We
is
don't have
very
anything else to do.
fucking strange to me. Like,
Well-
we actively go out of our
Like,
way
we're doing a podcast right now.
about what other people do.
Talk radio is from like what, the 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's making a new resurgence now.
Podcast is
Yeah.
just radio.
Because now you can
rebranded.
listen to shit that you're interested in
Yeah.
genres.
They're just
Like you-
listening to you
like-
talk about things that you've either listened to, watched, or done.
Right.
Like-
They don't get to experience it. They
No.
just get to hear
They're
it
like,
or
fuck yeah, that
experience
sounded
But it's also one of
fucking
those
great.
things. But it's also one of those things.
He
It's
watched
like
that movie, and I heard it was cool.
people can take a hot take from it. So it's like, or a hot take from. They
Like
can
we
take.
get, like we're reviewing things and people are gonna be like, okay, I can do that.
It's like a
or I
review.
don't want to do that.
It's like
Yeah.
a review. It's like, like me talking about The Boys. Like The Boys is an amazing show, and I just kind of gave a synopsis without ruining it. Like,
Yeah.
this is what you're expecting to go into this, and I really enjoy it.
It's just
It's
like
just
with
talking about
Twitch and
shit.
everything. Like you watch someone play a game that you could be playing,
Could.
and you enjoy it.
Sometimes there won't. Like, okay, but the thing is too, because I watch a lot. I love watching Let's Plays. I have there's two things that go into watching a Let's Play. It's first off, who's doing the Let's Play, because that matters. I don't want to watch just anybody. You got to have good personality to do one, and so I want to see your personality. And two, I'm either going to watch a game that I've played and I want to see how you react to the game I played, or a game that I will never play, and I want to watch you play it because I'd rather watch you play it than me
But
play it.
usually when I
That sounds strange, but
It's
there's
very
games
weird.
that are out there like that.
When I
You know.
watch a Let's Play, I usually do no commentary. Because like God of War, I wanted to play God of War, but I was unable to because I don't have a PlayStation.
Mhm.
So I watched someone play God of War
Yeah.
from beginning to end, just because I was unable.
That's what I did too, because for a while I didn't have a PlayStation, and I don't have one right now currently. But so there were some games that I've never seen that I was wanting to watch some
Yeah.
people play, and so I did that. Just because like I was like, there's no way I'm ever gonna play this game, but I kind of interested, and I want to see how these guys play it. It's enjoyable to me. I enjoy playing it because I like video games. I could sit here and watch you play video games all fucking night. I
Right.
don't give a shit because it's something that I'm interested in and that I enjoy doing.
It's like I'm gonna just put it for reference. It's almost like watching someone watch a movie, in a sense.
See,
Like
and
you're
I
like,
don't
I want to
even-
watch this movie, but I want to watch someone else watch it first.
Yes.
But okay,
Like you're watching them
It's
watch
like
the movie.
Watching those bootleg movies where
Yeah.
the camera's shaking. You
Yeah,
hear people
it's
talking.
basically bootlegging almost.
but it's not even that because.
You can
And
interact with the
when you're
people
playing a
on
video
screen.
game, you're doing something. Like
Yeah.
when I'm playing a game like Dark Souls, it requires an intense amount of skill and knowledge
concentration, yeah.
to know what you're doing to do it correctly to not get shit wrecked. So
Yeah.
it's
And
fun
then
to
later
watch
on, get
somebody do it. And I'm not saying I don't give a fuck if you are on screen
Yeah.
when I'm watching it or not.
It's a shared mutual experience.
It's a shared mutual experience. It's exactly
It's
what it
just
is.
so crazy how we've gotten
You
to this
know.
point, though. 'Cause,
It is
like,
very it
it's
is very interesting for sure.
Like it just
really
popped
is.
up out of nowhere, and it's all the rage, and that's
You're
the
creating
fucking wildest thing I've ever
you're-
said.
You're creating something at that point.
You're
know.
creating an
A
experience.
relationship with other people.
Right.
It's bonding with a stranger you've never met, never will meet, and probably don't even talk to.
That's true.
It's,
but
it's just crazy how interconnected we are with each other
yeah.
in the modern age.
So I really enjoy it. I mean, I don't get when people stream other things.
Yeah.
Like there's there are some other things that don't make any sense to me that people stream.
ASMR.
That,
Yeah, well, I
that
don't know.
honestly doesn't relax me. It kind of trips me out.
I mean, I get why people do it though, because for some
It's
people
like
it is
mukbangs.
relaxing.
Mukbangs, watching
It
people eat
scares
food.
The shit out of me. I don't like it.
Not just people eat food. Like they put the mic up to their mouth.
It's
and-
the noises. People like it.
Blah, no. I
No.
don't want to hear you smack.
If I
Close
hear
your
you chew
fucking
your
mouth.
food, I'm gonna smack you.
Wire your
Or
jaw
like
shut.
people will
Drink
sit
through a
there
straw.
Eat with
and
your
just
mouth shut.
scrolling through the computer, and they'll pop their knuckles. Every
Now,
5
okay,
minutes.
I will admit I watch chiropractor videos.
Oh my god.
'Cause
so
I love
annoying,
the-
Well,
so
if you've
loud,
ever been to a-
so loud.
If you've ever been to a chiropractor though, like you could kind of be like, yeah, I bet that one
Like
felt
I
good.
pretty much pop everything on my own, but I'll sit there and actively watch chiropractor videos. I'm like, that's
Now they're starting to
satisfying.
say that chiropractors are horrible for you, even though like I swear one saved my back for me.
Yeah.
To this day, I swear one saved my back. So maybe every once in a while they're not the worst idea, but I wouldn't go a lot.
No.
But
Just
anyway,
I just need to go one good time.
Quick,
Yeah.
just a quick
I'll jump
readjustment
on your
and
back
go about
for
your
you if
day.
you want.
but
Put her in a
anyway,
wheelchair.
Fuck you, Tyler. No one cares.
nobody cares. Nobody cares, Tyler. Nobody cares.
Xbox Live coming to Switch.
That's actually really interesting. To me.
Interesting.
But
Very.
I want to bring up a hot topic in my opinion.
Go on.
Bring it
I
up.
really
Bring
hope
it up.
Switch
Bring it
releases. Oh, if you don't shut
Bring
the
it
fuck
up.
up, I will. I hope Switch comes out with Nintendogs. which sounds so stupid, but
I
I
love
played the
Nintendogs.
fuck out of Nintendogs because just caring for something I don't really have to care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your dogs are dead now.
Oh,
so-
more than likely, my
Oh, wow.
Neopets, they're
No,
They're
my sisters have
mummified.
taken care of my Nintendogs. It has been passed down from me
A
to
generational
Gabby to Kristen,
Nintendog.
and I have made sure that all of them have taken care of them.
I like that. But like no, like I like the idea of being
I'm glad
able
this
to
the
have a
game's still
pet
going.
that I can just turn off and go to sleep and not have to worry
Oh,
about.
can you imagine?
Because
If
I've
they
got
just
way
shut
too
up.
many pets right now as it is, and I can't just turn them off and
Too
walk
bad you can't
away.
put your pets in the game itself.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool.
Like, just take a picture of them.
Like a virtual
and
experience.
then, like, design their personality.
But at the end of the day, I would love my Nintendog more than my actual dog because they'd be more well behaved.
That's true.
They wouldn't eat the tips off my shoelaces.
Shut up,
They
I
would
just
probably
released them.
they would probably still do that. Like they would put that into the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to put in their personality. Like how they act, like their traits.
Do you have
forgot that was
the
a DS.
box
Is
to
your
check
dog
for
an asshole?
shithead?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Checking on my Nintendogs for the first time in 14 years.
Jesus. I bet that motherfucker is like deceased. I loved Nintendogs though.
I thought that your dogs could run away.
I had
I
the
don't
original
think they die.
Nintendog,
I
it
think
was a
after a while they
Tamagotchi.
run away.
Do they really?
Huh?
I think so.
The
They're just
Tamagotchi.
like you're neglectful. Goodbye.
I feel like
Tamagotchi?
I read that
You know
somewhere
how
a
many
long time
times I
ago.
killed my Tamagotchi?
Honestly, same. I couldn't keep one for
A
more
lot.
than a week.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
You can still buy those though. Now that they
Yeah, they
made a
revamped 'em.
resurgence magically.
But I had a Shiba Inu for my Nintendog.
What is that?
And he
Little
was
friends,
a
dogs,
world
and cats for
champion.
a Nintendo Switch. Basically, Nintendogs.
Blech. What were you talking about? You
Xbox
said
Live-
Xbox Live on
Xbox
Switch.
Live
Yeah,
on
I just
Switch.
I heard that announced the other day that. I mean, we were talking about this.
Okay. I
This,
don't. I guess I really don't understand. Because I thought they were
really
weird. They
understand
were
how it's
just.
working either. To be honest with you.
They were just cross-platform already.
Yeah, I mean, this cross-platform thing between Nintendo and Xbox is the most beautiful union ever because, well, I like where it's going. As long as they don't ever like become one.
Boom.
Let's see.
That means you could earn achievements, access your Xbox Live friends list, and other functional tied to Xbox Live. The company announced as much back in March at the Game Developers Conference. Xbox Live is about to get much bigger.
This sounds like this will be the first step before there's a whole lot of cross-play going on. You know what I mean? So this will be the first thing to get the platform or the service onto the system and work the bugs out,
So
and
they're
then they
not-
can upload the games to where that we can play together
I-
with people on Switch.
well, Switch has Xbox games on it. But
Yeah.
Like Nintendo versions of it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right. So they're saying that you're able to access the Xbox Live part, which is you can do on your phone.
Mhm.
Yeah. With
Right.
The app.
So,
So
you'll
it's just-
basically see which Xbox friends are online, so you can send them an invite.
Right.
How would the party work?
Same, it's the same.
You just
Probably
plug
work
your
just the
headphones
same.
in.
Yeah, you can plug your. You can. There's
That's
Nintendo Live.
That's kind of fucking cool
Yeah.
to be able to do that shit on the go like that. I would love to have a Switch, but
So-
expensive.
They're on.
Well.
They're
not as
cheaper.
expensive as I thought that
They
were.
used to be pretty expensive.
Well, there's a new one coming out, which
Yeah.
we're going to talk about in just a second because
Yes.
I don't think we barely covered it last episode, so much so that I thought we didn't cover it at all. But there's a new Switch Lite
Yes.
coming out.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a significantly cheaper
which
and
we just go ahead
different colors, I
transition to
believe.
that right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's the controllers don't come off.
Think of it like the iPhones.
somebody
like they'll have,
just got it as a DS or
Two DS.
yeah 2DS, yeah, or something like that. But the funny thing is, and somebody brought this up, the whole idea behind the Switch was it's something you could play on your TV at home and then take with you somewhere. But now they literally took away the part of you playing it on your TV at
just a
home.
handheld
So now it's
console.
just
Well, okay.
a Nintendo.
it's
Here-
just a PSP.
Here's the thing about playing it on home. It's you had to plug it in HDMI.
You had that dock. I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure.
So, well, the point was that the HDMI goes into the handheld part itself.
Yeah.
So you could be playing on there, and someone could be also playing on the TV. Say you're playing Mario Kart.
Right.
Your controllers in handheld. This person has an extra set of controllers.
Right.
He's playing on the TV.
Right. That wasn't the whole point, though. The whole point was that you could be
And
sitting
you
there
can still
playing
do
like
it with the light.
you could be playing like Breath of the Wild, and then say you got to go jump on a subway in a place that has subways, and you could just like stop your game, unhook it from the TV, and just take your Switch with you
Yes,
and
It's
go
a
play
plug
on.
and play, essentially.
The whole idea was like you could take your game and get mobile with it,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
you could do what you're talking about too, which is you could have two screens, But now they literally took away the whole aspect of being able to put it on a TV. But it's just kind of interesting.
Well, I want to say you can still put it on the TV, just HDMI, but the controllers don't come off.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's just all one unit.
It's one.
it's a
small
Nintendo
thing.
PSP.
Literally,
Yes.
the PSP was way ahead of its time, and I think that's why
PSP
it didn't
was
succeed as
Dope
much.
as fuck.
I
still
loved
have
my
mine.
PSP.
I still have mine.
I
still
loved
have a
it.
charger for it.
I love the stupid little
You could
cartridges.
buy, a
stick
charger
in
for like
it.
$5
I
on
want to,
Amazon.
'cause I have
Ah.
a reel for it, and I used to
And
love
okay.
I
and there's a-
modded mine. I hacked mine to
Did
where
you
I
really?
could play like Nintendo games on it. and
I
shit
used
like
to
that.
play the fuck out of Grand Theft Auto.
Not only that, the PSP Vista
Yeah.
was a phone.
Yeah.
Also, you could talk on there. You can message on there.
The only thing I have problems with out of all these, even the PlayStation, the ergonomics of that thing were god awful.
Yeah, it was dummy thick.
I think they were made for kids because, like, when you've got adult hands, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
The thumbsticks on it suck too. And I played a Switch, and I didn't really like how it felt in my hands either. And me and Cody talked about this, about these ergonomics and for these controllers and shit. And, like, if you look at a Nintendo Switch, it's just not ergonomic at all. It's a box with some buttons they slapped
Well,
on top of it. It's
look,
just,
look at Nintendo's. What do we play competitively mostly, right?
Yeah.
right.
Nintendo does not play competitively.
It's leisure. It's
Have
for
you heard of a
enjoyment.
game called Smash?
My God.
Do we need to have this conversation right
They
now?
have-
They
that's-
just got done with
I said
Evo.
most games are not competitive on
No, they're not.
their
No, you're
storyline.
right.
They're just for enjoyment.
Right.
Yes.
Well, they also somebody made up a good argument that these the Nintendo's geared more towards a younger audience, so the controller probably works way better in smaller hands.
I mean, think about how
But-
we grew up. We had
but
the
you-
Game Boy, the Game Boy Advance, the SP, the
Those
DS.
were boxes too.
It's
but yeah.
just been a multi-generational thing.
Well, then you get into the topic of
And then-
I'm gonna tell you too. Nintendo 64 and GameCube. Those controllers were a tragedy.
yeah, they were
A
pretty bad.
tragedy, a handheld tragedy.
Every single controller has always been different from Nintendo because they always try to change it. And
That's the
they're-
podcast name, a handheld tragedy.
Yeah.
Don't let me forget that because I'll forget it by the time we're done. But yeah, but Nintendo's been notorious for making shit ergonomics.
Yeah.
You know.
They have to be different. That's all it is. There's just you have to be different. You can't just be the same.
Well,
Ever evolving.
it's worked for them. I mean, look at the Wii when it come out. They fucking.
But I do
I
like
fucking hate the
I do
Wii.
like the concept.
now
of
you do,
the-
but when it come out, everybody was
it was the
it's
shit
like,
when it
wow.
came out. But I got my ass wrecked by that.
I
that
do like the concept.
One dude playing tennis. He would wreck my ass
Oh
every single.
my
The dude with the
God.
goatee.
Yes.
Oh, what? He has a name though. Orange shirt, goatee.
I don't remember him, but I
But he
remember.
was a fucking beast.
But the concept of the Switch is really great. To be able to take your games to
That's big.
anywhere.
Yeah.
But my biggest problem is the library. I don't really like it. We talked about it before. It's like I hate to say it. You call myself a gamer at the same time, but I was like, I just have no interest in a Nintendo or a Switch
they
or anything. I just
have
don't.
adult
you know.
mature games on there.
I know they do now. They're starting
Like
to
Call of
really.
Duty's on there.
Resident Evil's on there.
Yes.
Bayonetta
Mhm.
is on there. You ever played Bayonetta?
I played it.
Woo!
Red Dead is on there.
Woo!
No, I don't think Red Dead's on there yet.
Check it.
I don't think
what?
it is.
I
On
think Red Dead is on
Switch.
Switch.
If it was, I would have a Switch by now.
I don't think it is, but we'll see. Well, I didn't even get to finish typing it out, and it popped up. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, Wasteland.
It was spotted in the catalog.
Yeah, it's not there yet, but it's coming.
It's a leak suggesting it might get on there soon. Which
Well,
Honestly, I'm
well,
okay
that,
with
that was the whole thing at E3 is that they're trying to make the drop on getting different, better games on the Switch.
I also
Yeah.
heard on another podcast talking about video games that they played.
Now the graphics aren't going to be good.
That's
No,
what they
they're
was
not
getting
gonna be
at.
as
They
good.
played some game. I don't remember what game it was. I wish I could remember. They played some newer game that was a really nice graphic game on the Switch, and it was just like
Garbage.
It was garbage.
I mean,
It
it's
looked bad.
handheld. As you can't really expect to have
HD
I mean, where
graphics.
the
Our
4K
shit has
HD bullshit.
graphic cards in it, and
Yeah.
this little bitty thing here does not. Yeah, you can't
So,
expect that.
um,
Now if they went back to the GameCube, maybe.
man, that GameCube was. The GameCube was nice.
great.
The
GameCube
controller, it took some. Look, the controller to me wasn't that bad. It took some getting used to, of course. But, dude,
It was,
like,
I would say it was close to the Xbox controller. If anything.
yeah, I mean, their layouts have always been the most bizarre fucking layouts. You know, but that system, the systems have always been great.
Yes.
It's equivalent to a Bop It almost. You know what I'm talking about.
That controller is the Bop It of
Yeah.
controllers.
Bop
You
It.
you are not wrong on that aspect at all. But
So
got
many
the
different
high score.
functions. Such a little thing.
High score.
So, you know, the Switch Lite coming out, it's kind of an interesting concept. It's a little cheaper, though, apparently. So there's that. But it's also like the whole idea behind your consoles to be able to go from home to mobile, and now you're just mobile. But people will probably buy them. People will probably buy them to accompany the ones they already have. So,
Shit, I haven't
we
played a
already covered
handheld
that.
console in years.
I've been
Since
wanting to
the
break
PSP.
I've been wanting to break out my PSP just to fuck around with some of the old games I have on there.
The Hyrule DS, so I played my DS on away times when I'm not at home, and someone has it. Someone else has it now
That's depressing.
Cool
Sorry.
story, bro.
because I let them borrow it and they never brought it back.
Since it happened to you a
'cause
lot.
They moved to Oregon.
FedEx exists.
Ship it.
Ship that bitch. Wrap it up.
Prime it.
They're probably homeless at this time.
All right, took a dark turn
There's FedExes everywhere.
into the next segue.
Sell some crack, send a pack.
Destiny bought out Activision.
I am so excited when I read this because
That definitely means that they're going to come out with a Destiny 3.
no, it won't mean that there'll be a Destiny 3.
There's going to be more DLC.
There'll be more
Yeah.
Destiny. So I was listening to the story behind this and did some reading up on it too. Destiny will be going free to play. Destiny 2 to be precise.
Which is pretty exciting, actually.
Yes. And now
Are they doing that for the announcement?
I'm sort of put. Wow, is it already out?
I mean, we already have it, so it doesn't matter.
No, right. And I've actually been almost halfway tempted to jump back in there just because.
China, I think you'd like Destiny 2.
I think she would too. She actually had Destiny.
Yeah, just the campaign.
I have the first Destiny.
Do we still have it? I think we do.
Do we or did we sell it?
We-
Because we got into that argument, and you were like, "No, it's fine, keep it." And I was like, "No, it's fine, sell it."
So you gave me permission to sell it, and now you're mad at me
Because you were mad that I wouldn't give you permission to sell it because we needed the money. So
You know
I might
what?
not
It's
have it.
Destiny
You know
1. Destiny 2 is now irrelevant.
significantly better. Wait, Destiny 2 is now irrelevant?
You
or
said
what?
that
Relevant.
backwards.
You
So
said
Destiny
bad.
2 is relevant.
We got where
Well,
you're
I'm just
going.
saying, I never finished Destiny 1.
I
So-
never finished any of them either.
Essentially-
I didn't really.
I enjoyed Destiny
Okay,
a lot, but I never
Big
finished
changes
it.
are coming to Destiny 2 with today's announcement of Destiny 2 Shadow Keep. Developer Bungie has new way to deliver content to its players when the major expansion lands on September 17th.
Will go free to play. Core game. I'm interrupting. Continue. I had one job.
Should have made him read it.
I got fired.
Yes, they're going free to play, and they are leaving Activision, or they bought themselves out of Activision, so they can bring better and new content to you.
The key there, they bought themselves out of who?
Activision.
Vision. They said get fucked. From what I understand, there were some people talking about this, and essentially what happened was Activision was the whole reason we saw a Destiny 1 and a Destiny 2. Because Destiny Bungie come out originally say Destiny will be a 10-year game. And then all of a sudden Destiny 2 popped up. And essentially what happened was Activision was trying to push those release
Well,
sales. You know what I mean?
We've talked about this a lot of other podcasts. Is Activision, all these AAA publishers are like money. We
Yeah,
want
exactly.
Money.
That's all it is.
They
That's
push
what it
out
always goes back down
mediocre
to.
Content
Yeah.
for a fuck ton of money,
and
and that's why shit's not as good as
people
it used
are
to be.
starting to realize it, and game developers are starting to realize it.
Yeah.
And the thing about game developers is that you can get crowdfunded now.
Yep.
That's how a lot of games are getting made now, too, which
I'm
is
okay
why
with
you've
that.
seen a
So
lot
it's
of
like, hey, give us
fantastic
money,
games.
We'll make a better game for you.
Yeah.
Which
But
Destiny
what-
2 was a great game.
Yeah, I mean that's my thing. Is like I played one. I played the
But
fuck out of
It was
one.
just another one. It was
And-
a DLC.
And
to
then
one.
like when that.
Stop playing it because I got stuck, and I do this with every game I ever play. I get stuck on one part, and I hate asking people for help.
Will you beat
so
this
I
for
will
me?
stop for years, and then I'll go to play.
You can
a game,
literally get 4 people
and
to help
I'll
you.
Still be stuck,
She doesn't have friends.
and I give it up. At the time, though, I didn't have friends. It was my dad, and he was like, "No, I'm not playing that game."
She didn't have a turbo or a Magnum.
You've got 2 pro friends over
Okay,
here.
well, now I
3
know.
if you
I
count
might
your
not even
boyfriend.
have the game anymore,
Mediocre.
though, so it doesn't matter.
mediocre at best.
But like, I love Destiny
I'll beat
1.
it
It's
for you.
it will go down in my personal history of
Just
like
beats the
top
whole
10
game.
games
It
for
was
me.
really cool.
It's a great game,
It
and
actually
and
is
like
pretty good.
keep in mind the story in the first one was not a good story,
No.
but the environment they built was so cool.
Yes.
I like the
And-
variety of characters.
My
Yeah.
biggest
that was
thing.
my favorite thing about it.
My
There
biggest,
was. What?
you go.
You go.
I don't know who interrupted who.
You go.
My biggest thing is the problem I had with Destiny is I wasn't really into multiplayer games at the time,
Mhm.
and it came out, and that's all it was. And I was
That's
like,
weird.
well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I had Aaron Plummer,
Yeah.
old Aaron helping me,
Aaron.
and he's not really the best spirit guide, but he got to the point, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if you could pretty much just beat this level for me and I not do it myself, then what's the point? There's no satisfaction out of it for me.
What I got fun out of it is that the 4 of us could be playing and we go through this level to just get this item.
Yeah.
You have to run through there until you get the item, or all 4 of us got the item, and that was fun to me. Just
Yeah.
grinding the game itself is
Well,
fun.
and then
because
like
it's
you
the
can
first
do, then you can go different things. You can go just free roam, explore, fuck around, go do missions, go do daily missions, go do random drops, and then if we get tired of that, well, let's go into the Crucible and fight other people.
Yeah, it's just
And then if
some
we get
of it-
enough people in about 8 hours, we can go do a fucking raid,
Yeah,
It was big.
some of
It's
it was
big.
just
To it.
and it's still doing it good.
I can't handle repetitive shit.
How many raids are there now? There's
Fuck, I don't know.
4
They've had
raids
like
on
2
there?
expansions since I got off of 2, so I don't know. And then I think a third expansion coming out now.
Cause like
Yeah,
Red
maybe
Dead
the second or
2
third one, but
holds a giant place in my heart, but my God, that game was repetitive.
Mhm.
It take 10 minutes to ride your horse here, kill a bunch of people, not gain enough money. We have a plan. Like that's literally the whole game in a
have a
nutshell.
plan.
How long it takes to travel anywhere that is
My
like
You
God.
just learned cinematic view.
that's called
Yeah,
immersion,
now,
people.
Just after I,
I
beat
love
the
Immersion.
game,
Oh, I love immersion. I love shit like that.
Deep
you know,
immersion.
crafting.
It's a cowboy simulator.
I
Don't
love
ever
having to
forget that.
sleep, having to eat. I love shit like that. But
Yep.
when the main plot is just the same plot
Killing
in
800
different
bears.
states over and over
Immersions.
again, I get bored.
Well,
But I
yeah,
love that game.
you have to watch when games get repetitive.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, Destiny can be in different ways, but there's so many different things you can do.
Yeah. Well, now
yeah.
I
The
played
game
Destiny
kept-
1.
The game is one of those games that the first game by itself kept my attention for years.
Yeah.
Like I played that first game for 2 years straight,
Oh,
solid. I went through Xbox 360 into 1 on that game. Literally went from one to
I
the other.
evolved into
my
Yes.
favorite
That's a
cowboy game is
Long time to play a
Yeah.
fucking game, you know.
the Oregon Trail.
Bro, all my people died of
No,
dysentery.
that's a horror survival game. That's
It really
Hold
is.
on. Parchman might be able to tell you all about it in real life.
I
was
was
there.
there. And that's an old
84
joke.
years ago.
Shut the hell up. I was there. You don't know what it's like to die of dysentery. Watch everybody eat each other.
I had to play it in
Remember
social
Roanoke.
studies.
Yeah, I did
It was a
too.
part of a social studies course,
To
and
be
they were
honest
like,
with you-
if you survive, you'll get this.
To
And
be
I was
honest
like,
with you,
okay.
I've never played that game.
Oh, I played
I
it.
didn't
Never
know
played
I played it.
until my sophomore
I
year
played-
of high school, though.
I was in the
I didn't know
5th grade.
anything about it until
It
then.
came
For whatever
with the
reason, I
gateway
didn't.
computer.
Yep.
Ah.
The fucking
See,
floppy disk.
I went to poor school. We didn't have computers.
But no, like we all had to play it. We had like a group of people to do, and
I'm
we had
also
to get
old.
out alive. We didn't like fail if we died because obviously that game's hard as fuck. But that was my first time playing an action consequence game, and
Mhm.
I killed all my people. So
I
I'm a
mean-
bad leader.
Either I'm going to kill you or the world's going to
You
kill
learn
you.
to survive if you play it.
Like
enough.
literally, I think one of them is like take the antidote and have a heavier wagon and take longer, or don't take the antidote or something, or antibiotic or some shit like that. And all my people got dysentery and died. It was like you failed. I was like, well, I'm not graduating high school.
I love it.
But
Anyway, back to Destiny.
Yeah, I
How
don't
we got
know.
over here, I don't know, but
We fell down a
the
rabbit
fact that
I hope-
Destiny is seceding from seceded from Activision is a big move. But the reason why, from what I understand, is literally because that's not their plan. They were going to talk about a Destiny 3, and they were like, this is not our plan for Destiny. This was not our plan for Destiny. We have fully fell into the world that this is an MMO now.
Yeah.
And we are not going to fall into your trope of releasing games every year.
Yeah.
So they backed out. We're going to do it on our own. And in doing this, they also said, we're going to make it free to play. The base game now. This
Yeah.
is important. The disc game. What would you would buy if you went to the store right now and bought a disc off the shelf? The base game, you'll get for free. All the DLC, you have to purchase. So that's how you're going to make your money, of course. But I like it. I like the news so much that they just said, fuck you, Activision, that I was like, I might want to jump back in there.
I'm going to play it.
I got in there, and I did, like, the last raid, which was, like, a year ago or more. But, like, I got in there and played a little bit, and it's just like it's like jumping on a bike. I mean, when you're a fucking monster. I was a monster in Destiny 1. I was a monster. I can't say that in too many games, but I was a fucking murderer in Destiny 1. Like, we played, like, fucking Trials of Osiris, like that 3v3 competitive. And, man, it was good times. Good times. But,
Their armor set in Destiny 2 is also really fucking great.
yeah. It's just the whole design
But-
of the game
Yeah.
is dope. I want to be a space warlock.
I'm hoping that other
Space
games,
Warlock?
Yep.
Give me some. Fuck them hunters and
Nerd.
Titans. Warlock for life, son.
Titans are and always will be the strongest people in the game.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. I
I'm
will
pretty sure I was a
fill the
Titan.
screen
They
with.
don't look as cool.
I will fill the
They
screen
get
with
the
lightning.
best armor. You can't tell me that.
I won't.
They
Wizard
do.
Fingers.
They like the character more, so they give it the better looking armor. I will always argue that point, though. Like, that's our staple character, so we're gonna make him look way more badass than everybody else, which
I
is
can just
bullshit.
spit fire out of my fingers, but that's
But
fine.
I hope
Yeah.
other games take this message and continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try and do the same thing.
We'll actually start to see shit worthwhile
Yeah.
if that's how it goes.
I mean, they definitely
Fable
like
2
had. They
and
probably
Cyberpunk.
I
definitely
will beat
needed
your
the
ass.
help from Activision to produce it, obviously because of money. But that game still has a giant following. They're
Yeah.
still releasing good content for it, and the second one had an actual decent story. It was a good story in 2. So I'm happy for them because I have a special place in my heart for Destiny, and I didn't even want to get 2 after they announced they were making a 2 because I was like, this is not what you told me.
Yeah.
And you lied to me. And I didn't even play it. And then I had all my friends playing it. Like, oh, get it. And I was like, okay, they actually did a good job on this game.
Yeah.
So I didn't play it near as much as I played 1. But it kind of makes me want to hop back in there now because, I own it. I'm like, I've had to spend about $100 in updates. But,
but
It's
last
fine.
on the agenda.
I do have something else to add when we get to it.
Oh, they also mentioned that you can a new cross-save feature allows players to access the same characters from their primary account on different platforms. Though for now, this is only for Xbox and PC, not PlayStation 4, of course. In addition, Bungie says there will be no more platform-exclusive weapons, armor, maps, or activities. So that's pretty fucking cool, man. That means if you got a PC, you can just hop back and forth from Xbox to PC with the same character. Ain't got to go make a new one and level him all the way the fuck up. So, the last thing I got on my docket is Modern Warfare, which I kind of I feel like a weirdo for saying this, but I like
You
it.
can't even say that because you played the last one.
I did play the last one. I actually thought the last one wasn't that bad, but this one looks really
It goes
good
back to what I was saying. Is like you're gonna announce the end of your career
with a banger.
with the 2 bangers coming.
You don't go out on a bad album. That last album you drop, it better be a fucking banger, son. It better slap, as you kids say.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Shit
What?
slaps, son.
That shit slaps.
No, I didn't even say anything to the meme I sent. Y'all are just gonna react to it.
We
I
are
mean, we're in the
working.
middle
I didn't
of a
even
podcast.
react to it. I just left you on red.
Ooh.
Snaps. Snaps.
At first, I was like, who the fuck is Honey Badger? I was like, who's texting me right now?
So, the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare, there's been some gameplay. There's actually been a couple tournaments.
I haven't actually seen any of the trailers.
There's been a couple tournaments played, and everything I've seen from the tournaments, I was watching Doc play the other day in a tournament and watching the actual in-footage gameplay of him actually playing. It looks like a game that I actually don't mind. It looks a little more,
Realistic.
Yes. It looks like more realistic. The guns look like they respond like a real gun would.
Probably hence the name Modern Warfare.
No, it should. Hence the name Modern Warfare. I don't think there's. I mean, I didn't think there was supposed to be a story mode in it, but I think there is because that is.
It's kind of like their last hurrah. I mean.
Yeah. We're looking at the trailer right now for the new game, but this looks all like story mode shit and some returning faces from what it looks like.
See, I actually.
Price.
I play the
that was some
campaigns.
John Wick right there.
Naturally, it looks phenomenal. That's one thing you can always say about them is their frame rate has always been super tight, and then their graphics have always been on point. So, it looks to me though like it might be a game I might be interested in, for some weird reason. Because I've been stressed. I've strayed away from the Call of Duty franchise in the last few years until they come out with the blackout mode, and kind of got me back in there a little bit. So. Maybe, possibly, that'll be worth it.
Are they
to
going to
me.
have a battle royale on this one also?
Cody said they weren't. I don't know if they are. Let's look and see.
Was that Soap I saw? Or not Soap, Price?
Yeah.
Captain Price? You remember Captain Price?
Yeah, I was like trying to figure out what the fuck soap you were looking at.
I wonder if they.
The guy you played as was Soap.
This straight up Call of Duty GameSpot. Call of Duty Modern Warfare will not have a battle royale mode. It'll go to the core multiplayer is the focus, which me and Cody were talking about last night. That's probably a better look. Everybody's doing a battle royale now, so don't do one. Stick to what you do best. A normal 4v4, 8v8, even a 20v20 mode will be in here. It'll be utter chaos. So, yeah.
Talking about large multiplayer, did y'all ever play, I think it was PlayStation 3, MAG? M-A-G. It was like 100 versus 100.
I can say right now that I didn't. I never had a PlayStation
What?
3.
It's called MAG.
MAG, there it is.
That it right there?
Yeah, right there. It was one of the largest player versus player. 256 players.
Jesus. No, I don't think I even remember hearing about this shit, dude.
And it was on one side versus another side, and you met in the middle, and you banged it out. You banged it out.
You banged it out.
We went there.
But no, you could parachute in, you could walk in, you get to customize your armor, you get to customize your gun.
How'd it play though?
It was very smooth. It would less lag because I guess they had great servers back then.
Probably run straight off a server.
Yeah.
Well, PlayStation 3, that's server error shit anyway. So yeah, I'm assuming you'd have to. There's no way you can run that any other way, client based.
But they only had like 3 maps though. You played on 3 maps, and it was fucking outrageous.
Honest to God, I never even heard of this game. Never even heard of it. Pretty fun though.
Yeah, it was all right. But it was just crazy. 100 versus 100 people.
Yeah.
That to me is just outrageous.
That's
And it would literally be 100 people versus 100 people.
like I always tried to praise Battlefield for always having like 64 players in a map, which I always thought was awesome to kind of simulate warfare. But that's a lot. That's a lot of motherfuckers doing a lot of dumb shit. Like even like when you get into like a 64 player game in Battlefield, in like Battlefield 4, and you get in like Operation Metro, where you have like a bottleneck that's like maybe an 18-wheeler wide of 64 people throwing grenades at each other, and not in a funny way, just trying to legitimately murder each other. It's a fucking nightmare. Your sound just goes fucking nuts. But that's pretty cool though.
But yeah, we can end it there. Got anything you want to add?
End it there.
Tired?
I mean, yeah, I am tired.
You said you did want to add something.
But
Yeah, what
once
were you
again, I'm all about the leaks and the rumors and the potential future. But I did some
You
research.
are the future, bud.
You
You are the
need to
future.
shut the fuck up.
And you are the future. And you
But
are the
anyways,
future.
I've been playing the fuck out of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like everyone knows.
And I'm the past.
And I got to thinking, because I beat all
You're
the
the history.
DLC and shit, and I got to thinking about what's next, because they didn't release a game this year, which is surprising. They announced that they were going to hold off until next year, maybe the year after. So I did some digging, did some research, trying to figure out what the next one could possibly be. And there is a rumored leak that the next one is based on Vikings. And that's
He's been
pretty...
shitting his pants about
pretty
it for
exciting
a
to
couple
me,
weeks now. Anytime
because-
he talks about Assassin's Creed, he's like,
Yes, quite excited. But apparently, according to the leak, it is rumored that you will be an ally
Minimize it. Unminimize it.
of Ragnar the Red. And there's going to be wars and battleships and Viking hood rat shit. But the distinctive difference between all the other Assassin's Creeds is that... Okay, so the past few, there's been bounty hunters.
Right.
And this one, there will be bounty hunters, but you can quick change your clothes on the fly and disappear. They won't be able to recognize you from what you are currently wearing versus what you wore during the incident at hand.
That's pretty cool.
And, you know, Assassin's Creed, they've got all kinds of shit you're supposed to go find out, like caves. It's all question marks all over the map all the time. But this, they're actually taking away from that.
So it's going to be no HUD?
There'll probably be a HUD, but they won't have markers for shit. They want you to go actively explore. But that's just from a leak that I saw on Reddit. So, once again, there's no truth in it yet.
I don't know if we lost audio yet or
I
not.
figured we probably did.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
what happened?
Double click the top part.
Parchment's just being parchment.
I didn't do shit. I just brought back up our audio
Recording
and
audio has malfunctioned.
It says not responding.
this is not responding, and that's not good.
Everything you just said was gone.
It's fine.
Maybe further back than that. I don't
it
know
could
yet.
be the whole thing could be gone.
Surely, no, it auto saves, so it should be something. But
Secretly, it's like the first 30 seconds.
if this isn't it, I'm gonna call it, and we're gonna call it now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
Love
gonna
you
see
guys,
what
bye.
This happens. So appreciate you. Thank you, Taylor, for coming on, helping out. Thank you, Cheyenne, for being here too. Ivan, hey.
See you again next week.
And yeah, I guess we'll see you again next time, guys. Thank you very much. Goodbye.